Straight CB? Huh? Oh, sweet, Barbie. Cameras and everything. Right?
Let's do it.
Hey, I got my Chucks on today.
Oh, those are.
JCJ says, let me see the Converse.
In the words of Larry Brown, to the 2004 Detroit Pistons, chat family, I love you guys.
Eric Allen says, rock them.
Dude, they can hear us. They can hear us. Look at Eric Allen says something about the Chucks. Rock them Chucks.
Got the Chucks on.
JZJ, let me see the Converse.
Hey, you know what? As soon as we go live, I'll definitely show the people.
Let's do this. I kind of like starting. I know we got hot mics, people. We're doing this on purpose. We realized you guys could hear us, and we're just leaving it on now. So, JB, whenever you're ready, run that baby.
Wake up, Woodward. We are starting
like
off
this.
your day with a brand new crew. Meet Broder.
I like it, though.
I can't control my arms sometimes. My limbs are just kind of... Kruger, this is on purpose, my guy.
Y'all got Kool-Aid. Hi.
I'm fired up. But with the Wake Up Woodward crew, he's
We got to get Bar King Broder. We got new segments today, debuts.
Along with JB and KG, Wake Up Woodward gets you all of your Detroit sports talk every morning.
Devin the
8 to
dog,
10 a.m.
baby.
Live on Woodward Sports, a show for
Greg A, we love you too.
by Detroit with people
I'm going to give them a live
Tell
countdown
Siri to
like
set
JB
an
does.
alarm, because it's time to
Actually, no, JB's going to.
3, 2, 1. Yo, what up, though, people? You guys already see it's a Friday show, and we're gonna be on one. So I hope chat family, that's the most important part of this show, of our Woo Cool friend family. I'm hoping that you guys are on one as well. Let's already start smashing that like button. Let's satisfy it today. Let's zoom right through that goal. Let's have a great start to the weekend. Woo!
We got to, it's going to be a fun show today.
Hey,
like, I'm excited. We got new segments debuted. You got the Chucks on?
I do.
There we go. That people want to see.
I got the, hey, look, and the matches with the shirt. I had to, man.
We're rocking. I got Pistons jersey on. We got Red Wings jersey out of Justin Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
That's who I'm going to see this weekend. Shout out Zed's Dead.
Come on.
That's right.
Come on. Like
You live a
Liquid
life,
Stranger.
bruh.
Similar, but a little bigger than Liquid Stranger.
Liquid Stranger's the artist at my whenever my little brother, who goes to EDM, not techno, but like, I think you guys probably roll in similar circles. My dad would always go,
Hey, good wordplay right there.
Liquid Stranger and Dead Mouse. Or is it Dead Mouse 5?
Yeah, Dead Mouse 5, yeah.
Damn mouth 5.
Yeah. So, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Shout out KG too, man. Start off with them Kool-Aid tracks.
Hey,
today.
Jesus!
Sir, what up, though?
Black Hollywood.
In full effect, baby. What's going on?
I love the new shades.
Oh, thank you, man.
I love the shades.
Thank you, man.
Fresh off the birthday.
I haven't wore these since the draft, so
right,
I came in
Morpheus.
on the draft.
All right. No, I'm just saying, bro. You rocking it.
Yeah,
Paper
man.
planes, baby.
Had a good birthday. Shout out to my baby Shy at home, man. Decorated the living room. Had some nice wine and cannabis. But got to watch the Mavs get their ass whooped, man. Not too happy about that, but it is what it is, man. On to game 2.
It was an interesting game.
It was.
an interesting game.
It was.
Shout out to
Girl, you know
Woodward Sports' MVP in the TD booth. That is JBSMOOOOOV. Man of the people, the man of our sponsors.
Shout out Dispo. Shout out. Oh, you can't see it on this side. Anyway.
Ha-ha!
Hey, look, I told you, KG. I told you what was gonna happen.
Yep.
I told you. And at a certain point, I just had to shut off the TV. Like, this is done. It's over with. I'm not even gonna watch this
I
anymore.
understand.
Shout out to the Celtics. They got this one, and hey, Mavs got to figure this out. I don't know.
They got to figure this
They'll
out.
figure it out.
They got to. You know what? I'm going to reach out to Mike Curtis, our old friend of the show, Mike Curtis.
Bro.
Our old friend of Woodward Pistons, Mike Curtis. See if we can get him on to break down these finals because he is now moved on towards the end of the season as being a Detroit Pistons beat writer for the Detroit News to now the Dallas Mavericks beat writer for the Dallas Morning News.
Must be nice.
What an upgrade.
Must be nice. Going from the Pistons mid-season, near the end of the season, actually, go starts his job at the Mavs, and they might go get them. Well, actually, after last night, to be determined. I got a question for you about it, but they're in the finals. What did Pistons to the Mavs? Come on, man.
But you know what?
What?
How you doing today? This is our credentialed Tigers and Lions reporter and writer, Matt Broder.
Hey, thank you, Kool-Aid. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, bro.
No, I'm doing great. I'm excited. It's been a great week, a long week. We're gonna have some fun today.
Yes, sir.
We're not actually talking about the Tigers too much today. I'm really excited. One of our first segments. I'm excited to talk special teams. This new kickoff rule, it kind of gets my juices flowing. Like I got some scenarios to put in front of you.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that I want to see. I don't know if everyone agrees with me, but I want to talk to you guys about it.
I'm real interested about that topic too, because some of it I'm like, all right, in the old kickoff rules, there's no way I would suggest some of these things. But in the new ones, which are supposed to kind of reduce injury, I'm like, yo, they got really? Bro, they got a treasure trove.
Facts. I also want to talk about KALIF Raymond. I want to talk, is he actually the Lions number 3? We've been talking a lot about DPJ. Let's talk about KALIF, which is intertwined in the special teams conversation we'll tell you about. At 8:45, this is the debut of the Bar King, a Finish the Lyrics Sports Edition. This is where we start to have a little fun today. I got some sports references within some popular songs. I want to see if you guys off the dome can remember. You, the chat, too. This is an interactive game, an engaging game. I want to see if this works. See if we can tweak it to do something fun in the future. What'd you say, JB?
I said it's all DMX lyrics. Barking.
Does DMX have some references in there?
I get it. I see what you did there. Barking.
Yeah.
Barking.
Yeah, you want Broder barking. It's about to happen. Then we got Peaks and Cheeks. It's mostly Pistons. I added a few Tigers, a few Lions. It's trade scenario edition. So I'm just throwing some scenarios at you guys. As you can tell how I'm explaining this already, it's just a lot of engagement today. Not as much scripted, just here's some things we can talk about. Chat, we need you involved all morning.
Yep.
All morning. And then if we have time, some chin music.
Ooh.
Throw that fastball inside. And not to Justin Henry Malloy, because he hits inside pitches out. But you gotta raise it up in the strike zone a little chin music or an uppercut.
Music. Can't wait, man. It's gonna be a good show. We got our Pistons representation. Hey, always Detroit basketball. Always Detroit basketball. Always support, man.
Always.
Let's jump into it.
Let's do it. Layup Lines, baby. Let me give you the first question, the first statement to get warmed up, Kool-Aid.
That's right.
Kool-Aid, the Celtics looked dominant in Game 1 of the NBA Finals last night. Chances Mavs win 2 games this series?
They got a good chance to win 2 games this series. They didn't play their best game in that first one. They came off a pretty tough series. I believe they're going to bounce back. Kyrie's going to bounce back. We know the type of player he is. I believe that this is a type of series that's going to go 7 games.
Okay. Do. So it's just maybe Game 1. They didn't have their best stuff. Boston had all the energy. They started hot. Boston was up a lot early.
Yeah.
But you think the Mavs, they got some juice left.
I do.
I do. Okay. Justin, over to you, my friend. What are your predictions for tomorrow night's Game 1 of the NHL Stanley Cup Finals?
Game 1, I got the Florida Panthers. Make hockey great in Florida. Let's go, America's team. Give me all the body, all the physicality that the Panthers are going to give McDavid tomorrow night. And then my prediction for the full series will be on Big D Energy later. But let me raise y'all a question, because I was driving in this morning, and I'm curious, what level of music volume do you listen to on the way to the show?
It's a great question, boys.
Yeah. Whenever I'm listening to music, it's got to be over 15, and I think my car gets up to 30. So,
damn.
So about 50%?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? I'm more of a sports talk guy in the morning, but
yeah,
I don't know the levels. I'd probably be 50% too. Kind of loud, but I don't blast my music, like, to be 75. Honest. Yeah, okay.
I like blasting. I like listen, man, I'm a producer. Right. I make music.
Real shit.
I ride to my own tunes. I ride to my homies' tunes. You got to blast and support.
Blast it. JB?
Hey, I need a minute to wake up whenever I hop in the car, so of course my music is kind of down a little bit low, but once I start to get, awake, a little bit more refreshed, that's when I start cranking it up, and honestly, it's probably 50%.
Okay.
It's about 50.
Okay. What about you? I actually, as loud as possible.
Yeah, I'm listening. My car goes to 30, and I'm listening to it I start at 20, and by the time I get to Birmingham, it's probably at 30. And then I also walk into the studio. Me and Broder have a little jam sesh every morning. When I walk in, he headbangs with me. It's hype. So.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
I seen him outside too. He was preparing his tracks, getting ready. I was like, oh shit.
Was he?
Justin's got some fire on his phone. He's about to blow up in here right now. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I didn't like the first song I was walking into. I had to walk into a better song.
We'll talk about energy being contagious. Literally, you walk in with your head banging, just like I'm usually up here prepping or just kind of. I'm getting into the mood, and then you come in and we both just start jamming out. Pick that energy up, baby. Woo woo, JB.
Woo, woo.
What's up?
I don't know if everyone knows in the chat, our chat family, you're a collector, sports memorabilia, cards. What's the last sports card or piece of memorabilia you bought or started to collect?
Ooh. Well, I collect mostly NFL helmets. I usually have like a couple sites on Facebook or whatever that I go to that they do like riffs or raffles for or whatever. The one I just got was a Brett Favre Hydro Dip. But a couple before that, like some ones that I do have now, I have a Matthew Stafford mini helmet. I know it's not the greatest,
bro.
But hey, I don't get to choose any of these people that I win. It's literally a mystery box, mystery helmet. So, but I can say one of my prized possessions that I do have is a Lamar Jackson helmet with the visor to go along with it as well.
All black?
All black.
Wow.
That's okay. You
nice.
just regained GOAT status, starting with Brett Favre and Matthew Stafford.
And I know, like, I don't get to choose any of these helmets that come out of these mystery boxes, but some of the teams that get random off to you, because you get to pick one team and then the rest of the teams are just random. So it's like, all right, you got stuck with this team, and you know, sometimes you hit, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, we got some things in the works. We're talking about possibly a sports card related show or collection show. Talking with Anson, with JB. I don't know if we got time. I got some boxes of cards to rip open if we got time.
Trying to rip some wax?
Maybe we're ripping some wax on Woodward.
I like it.
Because there are things like we could talk for probably a half hour on mystery box. Like half the people probably don't know what we're talking about, mystery boxes. Yeah. But that's part of the collecting game, and all new technology coming out, making it easier to collect, to buy cards and stuff. I'm a card collector, but I'm excited to talk more about that.
JB, Ryan's Lions asks, how do I get into that?
Oh, you know what? If you DM me or message me, I can send you a couple of the sites that I use. Some really good guys that are on Facebook right now that do a lot of these. Some of them are kind of iffy. You don't really know, and they're kind of scammy. So that's kind of why I stay away from them. But the few that I do know, they are extremely loyal, and they honestly ship out whatever you just won the next day. So yeah, just DM me. I can send you a couple sites.
And it's cool too, man. I love to see Kid Kool-Aid's enthusiasm for it as well. And when he gets certain cards, he's coming to me like, "Yo, Dad, who is this guy? Yo, Dad, who is this guy?" And it's cool, and it's like from the eras of Detroit Tigers baseball when they were winning. He's like, "Yo, who's this guy?
Yeah,
who's Polanco?" And I'm like, "Oh, you know what? Let me tell you the stories." And it's cool. And you guys already know the stories.
Every card has a story.
Looking for that K Cunningham card, and it was cool that Anson got him a couple. Man, shout out to Anson who's taking his collection to the next level. I know JB made a contribution as well, but when he finally ripped open his first K Cunningham, bro, the enthusiasm was just crazy.
That's it.
And it's cool to see that from my kid.
Yeah, it's so to see the reaction, but it's also the stories on each card, whether it's even just a player. Every person who opens a new pack or buys a card, like they have he's Cade Cunningham's his favorite player or something. Like he'll be talking about Cade Cunningham on that card forever.
Yeah,
you know, it's collecting's fun. Yeah, it's fun, and you get to hold your investment. Like if you want to think of it as an investment, you get to hold it and touch it, and it's got your favorite player. It's fun.
He's always coming to, "Yo, Dad, I checked the value on this card. This card is worth this." I'm like, "Yo, this dude is on it, man. He's on it."
You can start young. Last question of our layup line segment. KG.
What up, though?
This is Tigers related.
I figured.
So 31-31, 500 record. They got a shortstop. They're paying $25 million a year.
Ooh.
Yesterday, the Tigers roll out.
Boudin Baez.
They roll out the Home Plate Club, which is, premium seating, a premium experience that they're offering. First come, first serve to people to buy into for the 2025 season. What are your thoughts? Like, what's your first reaction?
My thoughts are, what the fuck is that? Like, come on. Tigers, really? Premium seating? We can't even get 3 runs in a game, and you want to roll out premium seating for games? You're paying Javi Baez all this money to drag down this young core. I don't understand
Can you put the
the
picture back
logic
up, please?
behind this.
Oh, you want the picture?
These teams continue to like price gouge and price people out, and I just don't understand. You should be making these tickets as cheap as possible to get people involved in your product, man. I don't understand the logic behind this, especially at this time.
Bro, they got more sections included than they got runs scored, bro. Come on, dog.
Like
5 sections, you
What are
can't
we
get 3
doing?
runs.
The bad part is you're spending that much money to renovate the stadium, and you can't even spend the money to DFA Javi Baez.
You
That's
know what?
ridiculous,
Battle
Chris.
of the year. Lil Chris versus that dude Justin.
That's Lil Chris.
That's the battle of the year.
Hey,
Lil Chris
I'm bringing him.
knocking
I'm
over
bringing
the
it like
garbage.
Floyd Mayweather with Lil Chris.
I would like to say I do not support or endorse Chris Illich slander. Just so you guys know.
Chris.
Do that. Lil Chris.
Wait, was I muted?
No, you were.
Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah, no, hey, say whatever you guys want.
I understand.
I'm credentialed by the team. Yeah.
Voter is in no way associated with the comments that I made, but Tigers, what the fuck is that? Come on now. Get rid of Javi.
You guys went 32 minutes over yesterday in Big DE?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
On a
30 was so
protest.
good.
It was a sit-in, man. It was a sit-in. We're protesting the tyranny that is E&E.
I was with you till like 107. I was like, oh, Neil will wrap this up here any minute. Like, I know they're toying with them. 32 minutes, Chuck Brewer.
We had to get Maz in to negotiate. That's how.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
how rough it
I
got.
stayed tapped into that. I was like, oh snap, they're going over. They're really going over. Oh, then I see Pete in the background too. I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah,
I know it's
coming.
going down.
Oh, man.
Pretty sure they
That's
had a solid show, E&E. Like, I didn't see any problems from the start.
Yeah.
Fire. Well, anyways, that was fun. Let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little sports for the next 25, 30 minutes before we get back to the real fun, although I think these next two conversations, I enjoy them. I think they're
You
fun.
know what's not enjoyable? Watching
What?
the Tigers. Keep it
Shut your
pushing.
face up. They're 31 and 31. I enjoy watching Scooble and Olsen and Flaherty.
I know, I do
But
too.
no offense.
What?
But no offense.
I guess I should have said the offense.
It makes me feel makes me more impressed with the pitching staff.
Hey, you know what? The Tigers have done what you said. It's going to be a roller coaster of a season, but the expectations, honestly, they're still spot on.
Facts.
They're 500 in the month of June. That matters. That matters. And you know what? For right now, given the fact that they cannot hit the ball,
Feed them.
that's really your best case scenario.
You got to feed the Tigers.
Yeah.
They need food. They need energy on offense. They need carbs.
I can tell you another best
Where?
case scenario. That is Premier Pet.
Yeah, that's where you got to feed them. Get the food.
Listen, it's hands down Michigan's best pet store. They have the same prices and all the conveniences of the online and big box retailers with one major difference, though. They've been family and locally owned for over 30 plus years. They carry over 60 brands of food with nutrition experts to help you. They offer same-day, local curbside, and home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best at www.premierpetsupply.com.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week, walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full-line merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed-out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola, really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of. And guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets?
Nobody!
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand, you offer more products to more people. That's exactly what Les Stanford did when they added Les Stanford Buick GMC. They still offer the same great service that their customers have come to know and trust. So go check them out on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile Road. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today. Go to lesstanford.com. Les Stanford Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Let's drive, and you guys already know where that is. Right down the legendary, the historic Woodward Avenue.
Right down.
You guys already know. All 4 sports teams right on Woodward Avenue within walking distance of each other. We got to get these teams right. We got to get them right. But I know one team that is right. Chat family. You guys know what team is right as well.
The Chat family.
Hey, the Chat family is always right. Go ahead and smash, satisfy, love on that like button for us today.
Treat her
Zoom on through that like goal like we always do. Chat family is always good. But the Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions.
We got to talk about
Mandatory minicamp is done. Khalil Dorsey, we talked yesterday. He had been carted off the field Wednesday with a lower leg injury. Whenever you hear carted off the field, that is scary. I was hoping not torn ACL, MCL, PCL, not anything long-term. Fortunately, Dan Campbell in his press conference yesterday confirmed that they're not worried. They got good news on his x-rays, on all the medical things. He should be good to go for the season. But when that happened, I started thinking, because he was a primary kick returner last year. When he was healthy last year, he was the one returning kicks and a huge part of kick coverage and punt coverage. And he caught the Jalen Reeves-Maben 4th down fake punt against the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. But it got me thinking, it got me wanting to revisit the kick return rules. And, hey, should Khalil Dorsey have been down, or even if he is healthy, what do you guys want to do at kick return? KG, you're looking right at me, so I'm going to come to you first.
All right.
And I know Kool-Aid's got a comment on it, too. With the new rules, if you're Dan Campbell, what are you doing on kick return? Who are you putting back there?
This is tough because we have a plethora of options there. I know a lot of people want to see J-Mo, and I'm not necessarily mad at that. I'm not. But if we want J-Mo to be our number 2 wide receiver, I want to preserve the chance to keep his health intact as best we can. So I would much rather see either Seone Vaki, KALIF Raymond, or what was the third name?
We got Maurice Alexander, we got Gibbs,
Gibbs would be crazy
DPJ.
DPJ too, only because he has kick return experience. But either one of those 3 guys, I'm okay with. Who I would absolutely choose, probably Seone Vaki.
Okay.
Because I'm just interested in the type of player he is. He's already a special teams demon. I want to see him get his hands on the ball, utilize some of that speed and shiftiness. So Seone Vaki would be my pick, but I'm not mad at anybody they put back there. But let's preserve J-Mo a little bit. That's just me though.
Okay, chat. Put in the chat who you would put back there. I see one like Herb Nash, KALIF, or Antoine Green. I didn't even think about that.
Yep.
Maybe Isaiah Williams, if he makes a 53-man roster, which I kind of hope he does. He's got return capabilities. Kool-Aid, you were talking about an up-and-coming superstar when we were just briefly preparing for this segment.
You know what, man? I really want to see J-Mo in this position. And there's a reason why. If this is underneath the old kickoff rules, I would be very, very hesitant to put somebody like that back there, especially with the risk of injury. And you want him to get every rep he can as a wide receiver. Underneath the old rules. Underneath the new rules, though, it's supposed to protect them a little bit better and honestly put them in a position to be able to see the returns, make a return to the game for lack of a reference, of a better reference. And there's one thing here. I want to see J-Mo get as many reps as possible. We talk about in other sports how the free throw sometimes can help an offensive player kind of get his rhythm going. I want to see him get his rhythm going in that way. See him making cuts earlier in the games. See him catching the ball from a certain vantage point coming out of the sky, especially when we're talking about the type of receiver we think he could be when you're talking about getting downfield. And so from those perspectives, it is very intriguing to me to think about J-Mo. And we already know his speed and space. If he offers you your best opportunity to take advantage of these new kickoff rules, I think you have to go with that when you look at the expectations that they have for themselves this year.
Facts. JB, who you putting back there, Dan?
Look, I like the idea of having J-Mo back there, but I kind of want to preserve J-Mo for all those offensive plays. So give me Vaki, Sione Vaki back there, because you know what you have in him right now, given from what he's done in college. But DPJ wouldn't be a bad idea either. Antoine Green, I don't know what you're going to get out of him. So I think my best bet is to put Vaki back there and then just let him run wild.
Let him run wild. I'm putting J-Mo back there 100%.
Okay.
We talk about, or I'll just speak for myself. I want J-Mo on offense. I want them to get the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
As any way you can, through the air or a reverse, short yard passes, a screen passes, anywhere close to the line of scrimmage. Get the ball in his hands and let him use his speed and athleticism and what makes him special. Let him do that. So we have an opportunity now where the idea is that injuries are going to be lessened, are going to be decreased with the new kickoff rules. So there should be a little bit less concern with that. I do understand that is probably the number one concern. But if you put him back there with these new kickoff rules, if they kick it into the end zone, and I don't remember the exact rules, but putting him there, they either have to kick it to him, where then you get him in space to make one cut and he could be gone, or if you don't kick it to him, you kick it out of bounds or in the end zone, you get the ball at the 40.
Yeah.
This offense, we're talking only needing 25, 30 yards before you're in Michael Badgley field goal range. Yeah. Like, that's such an advantage, whether they kick it to J-Mo or they try to avoid kicking it to J-Mo.
That's what I was going to say.
Like,
Jake
so
Bates
why
field
not?
goal range.
What was that?
Said you're getting close to Jake Bates field goal range.
True. The dude can kick it, but
my thing.
He's been struggling lately.
If J-Mo offers you the opportunity to, as soon as he catches it, get you even close to the 50 off of these kicks, it's like, don't you have to go with that? I'm not saying these other guys aren't capable, but I do know what I know about J-Mo.
Yeah.
We know his cut ability. We know his ability with the speed and space. And if this is supposed to preserve them, these new rule changes, I'm intrigued by it.
Yeah. And honestly, I would consider Gibbs, but I'm not worried about Gibbs' touches during the game. They're going to get him the ball, whether it's rushing or receiving. But J-Mo, we're talking about, can we get him 5-6 touches a game? How about 3 more in the kick return? How about it?
Yeah.
How about it? But what about KALIF Raymond? And we're going to talk more at the end of this segment, get into the next segment about KALIF Raymond as a wide receiver. But he's the type of dude, and Dan Campbell confirmed, we're going to play this clip about Dan Campbell talking about KALIF Raymond and about him being a Swiss Army knife. He's a guy that Dan Campbell, and later on next segment, we're going to talk Jared Goff is going to double down on this, but Dan Campbell trusts KALIF Raymond in whatever spot they put him on, and he's got speed. Listen to what Dan Campbell says about KALIF being a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, Leaf is our, he's another one of our Swiss Army knives. He does it all for us. His versatility to play all the positions. He can play the X, the F, the Z, and he's our returner. He's got real return ability and speed. All right, so he mentally knows those 3 positions of offense, and he's got speed. So he's a guy that's always going to have a place in our offense. It's a matter of how much do you use him and where do you use him at, but he's going to be a critical piece for us offensively, but also obviously as a returner too. Because the new kickoff too now, it may be right in his wheelhouse as well.
He was a punt returner, but he was hinting at maybe some kick return duties for KALIF.
You know what? Has KALIF Raymond been one of the kind of least thought of, least talked about, probably most disrespected and underestimated players for the Detroit Lions this year?
Yeah.
I mean, by everybody across the board.
I wouldn't necessarily go disrespect, but I just think he doesn't get the love that he deserves. Like, no one's talking bad about KALIF, but they're not talking about him enough.
Yeah.
And he's as important to this offense, not as important as anybody, but he is a very important piece to this offense.
Wide receiver.
One we missed in the playoffs last year. We missed in that San Francisco game, not just in special teams, but on offense. He was more of a deep threat, a deep route threat than J-Mo last year. Like, when he was in the game, that's where Jared Goff, he's looking at those 15, 20-yard outs or a seam post to KALIF, not to J-Mo. Like, KALIF is a guy, and we'll hear Jared Goff talk about him later. He's trusted. Like, Jared Goff, there is no concern about their rhythm, their trust, their chemistry, and that's on offense. Now, he's been returning punts. He's a reliable guy in punt return, but now they're thinking about maybe KALIF at kick return.
Makes all the sense in the world.
Wild. But was it you who brought up Vaki, or did you both bring up Vaki?
We both.
You like Vaki, Justin?
Yeah, that's who I want to see back there. I love J-Mo, but due to my opinion on him breaking out this year. I don't want to see him risk injury by getting. I know there's the new rule on tackling from behind, but it's just I don't want to see him like pop a hip or pop something in his leg and screw up his career further down the line. I'd rather just be safe and go Vaki, go KALIF Raymond, someone who isn't going to be as integral to the team.
All right. Well, David Montgomery, he's got some special players in his running back room, but David Montgomery also has some thoughts about Sione Vaki now entering this room. Learned a little bit about his personality that we haven't seen yet, but David Montgomery had some big comments to say about him. Check this out.
Oh, yeah, he's special, too. Yeah, he's special. Vaki, he goofy, though. That's the part that y'all don't see. He's pretty quiet, but he's a funny guy. But he's super, super skillful. He can do a lot of the similar things between me and Josh, so it's good to kind of, have him doing some of the things that he does, but us as a cumulative of a whole room, like, it's special.
Special.
I love it, man.
He goofy.
These guys, as close as some of these NFL players are, like they're not always ones to just come out and crown a rookie special or say these especially a tough guy like David Montgomery, and they're close in the locker room, but you don't hear a lot of vets on the Lions or even around the league just give that praise to a rookie so soon, especially this Lions team that lets the rookies, they got to earn their Sam Laporta. We didn't hear much great out of him until like the end of training camp where people are like, yeah, okay, he's legit. We've been holding back.
No, and the key thing that he said is that he does some of the things that me and Jai do on the field. I think that's a big key. If he can have some of the impact that they have as a third running back in this offense, oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, stop it, man. Stop it, man.
You know what? No, I was going to say, and with it being David Montgomery doing this is now his second year in a row, and obviously we know that the expectations between Gibbs and Vaki are going to be different, especially with where they're drafted. But last year, he let us know, no, Jahmyr Gibbs is special. To hear him say this again about Vaki, about the new running back entering the room, somebody that a lot of us believe maybe will make a difference, will maybe be one of those picks, one of those kind of hidden gems. It's exciting to hear David Montgomery kind of giving him this vote of confidence.
Absolutely. And I love Vaki's work ethic, man. Everything that we've heard about Vaki to this point has been about his work ethic. As soon as he got drafted, Tim Twentyman, shout out to him, man. He put out reports saying, I can instantly see why Dan Campbell chose this guy. Like, he is absolutely a threat on special teams, but also in this running back room and just how hard he works, man. So I'm really looking forward to what he can do this year. I'm telling y'all, he might make the most impact out of everybody in this draft class this year.
He very
That's a big endorsement.
Might. Yeah. When you think about Ben Johnson and this, they are creative. They're innovative. Like if they got talented, athletic players, they're going to find a way to use them. Maybe we don't see it in week 1, but they're going to figure it out by week 10. Where we might see more Vaki than everybody around the NFL expects. But let's talk about that wide receiver number 3 spot, because KALIF Raymond, we got to give him some more love.
Yeah.
Is he that guy? Let's talk about that when we come back. But first, let me tell you about Dispo, because you can visit Dispo Dispensary today for deals that are too good to miss. They got a team that curates an unbelievable atmosphere and shopping experience with the freshest inventory from Michigan's largest variety of products. So come through their stores or order on Dispo Dash today. That's Dispo Dispensary, DispoShops.com, your local cannabis plug.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Drive into summer and drive into savings during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest Memorial Day sale ever. We're stocked with new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs, all priced to move. Like this 2024 Silverado for only $217 a month, or this 2024 Equinox for as low as $199 a month. Find your freedom in a Feldman at the Memorial Day sale going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
What's up, everybody? Neil Rule, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, home of the Planet Fitness Studios. Let me tell you a little personal story about myself with Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness helped me change my life, and it can do the same for you. The best gym in the gym game. The clean facilities, tons of cardio equipment, tons of weights as well. And look, through all the price increases, inflation, all that, hasn't happened at Planet Fitness. Still $1 down, $10 per month, $24.99 a month for the Black Card as well. It's Planet Fitness, everybody, where your fitness is essential.
It is essential. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym. It's got tons of equipment, a full-body workout you can do in just 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get it all for just $10 a month, no commitment, no matter where you are. There's a Planet Fitness close by. There's more than 50 in Metro Detroit, and thousands more throughout the world. So go check them out. Get your workout in. Judgment-free zone. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
It's essential. What up, though, people? Welcome back. It is Wake Up Woodward, and we appreciate you guys choosing to kick off the day with the Woo Crew.
Woo woo.
Hey, look, we got 4 of the starting 5 in the building. Shout out to Flannel Sam. The vet of the squad will be on Big D Energy today, and we do got the 6th man, that dude Justin. Shout out to Detroit's #1 draft pick, KG, in the sound booth.
Sir.
We got Woodward Sports MVP in the TD booth, JBSMOOOOOV.
Hello.
On the desk, it is your boys, Matthew Broder and Brandon Dan, aka Detroit Kool-Aid. And just before we get into this next segment and talk a little bit more about KALIF Raymond, John Lord, our prayers and thoughts and concerns are with you and your family. I know that you said in the chat you had a loss in your family and that the memorial is today. So we just wanted to make sure we took the time to at least offer our condolences and our prayers.
Yes, thinking of you, John F. and Lord. You're one of the OGs, one of the regulars. We talk, we DM on Instagram and stuff. You're a good dude. I hope you and your family are doing well, are hanging in there. Prayers up to you guys.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah. So, no easy transition. We're thinking about you, John F. and Lord.
Yep.
I actually shouldn't even I'm thinking about you, KALIF Raymond. KALIF Raymond, wide receiver number 3. Oh,
yeah. Did you want to take the call real quick?
I would. Devin the Dog's on, and he wants to talk about this wide receiver 3.
Hey,
JMO, KALIF, wide receiver. Let's have Devin the Dog kick this segment off.
Devin, you all Wake Up Woodward, bro.
What up, though?
Woo crew.
What's up, fella? Yo, fellas. Hey, man, I got a question for y'all.
Yes, bring it,
How
Devin.
would y'all feel? I know our expectations is for JMO to compete for that number 2 spot, but all the talk, it seems like he's competing for that number 1 spot.
JMO.
And it's going to be, I see JMO giving St. Brown in the next 2 years a battle for that number 1 spot to the point where they're like I can't even think of another duo, but
Tyreek
to
Hill,
the
Jalen
point
Waddle.
where I know it's going
face right now.
Yeah.
Debo, Brandon
right.
Ayuk.
But Brandon Ayuk, Debo and Brandon Ayuk, to that point to where we have our own deadly fucking serpents at our top 2 receivers. And then we got, of course, I want to see KALIF take that other step, but also I want to see him in that running back position because when he came out of the backfield all year last year, man, he was gone.
Yes.
He was honestly gone. And it's just fucking exciting, man. Like, I know I ain't really have much to talk about today, Ben, but I had to call in on that because y'all got me hyped all damn week. I'm like Kool-Aid with the bat right now. I'm screaming.
No, Devin the Dog, we love that. We're going to talk about that. Like, we're going to take your question, and that's going to be our new segment because it was about KALIF, but we're working that JMO. We're working JMO into that. Devin the Dog, appreciate the call. Thank you for calling in.
Yo, thanks, my dog.
Have a great rest of your day.
Let's go.
To address him, I know we just hung up, so he can't respond to this, but JMO's not challenging Amon-Ra St. Brown for that number 1 spot.
Yes.
I'm okay with the 1B. If he turns into that would be spectacular.
Yeah, but I can understand what he means. Now, do I think JMO will eventually take over the number 1? Not necessarily, but when you think about where they drafted him at, round 1, pick 12, at the time, I think a lot of people thought, including the organization, that J-Mo could be that number one receiver, because at the time, if you remember, a lot of people were saying, yeah, Amon-Ra's good, but we need to get a number one. We need to get him a number one. We need to get him some help. And then Amon-Ra responded by having an all-pro season. So I think at this point, it's pretty solidified that Amon-Ra was the number one the whole time. And maybe we just didn't realize that until he went out and put a season like that. But I'm not necessarily mad at that. In the next 2 to 3 years, if J-Mo can take the leap that I feel like he can take and get to that maybe 1,000-yard receiving mark that we talked about a little bit yesterday, I don't think that's the most blasphemous comment in the world. Do I think it'll happen? No, but I don't think that's blasphemous.
And I do got some comments too, but I'm interested to hear what Justin has to say, because during that entire call, bro, your face was in a completely different universe.
He had a look on his face, man.
Well, yeah, he came in out of nowhere. He's like, J-Mo's about to be better than Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I get the hype. But the beauty of it, the silver lining of it, is that they're two completely different players at the same position. And no matter how good J-Mo gets, he'll never be able to replace what Amon-Ra does for this offense and how critical he is. And there's no way that the value of J-Mo will ever over exceed Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's just too valuable to this team.
Yeah, but it is something to think about. If J-Mo continues to improve the way that we hear Dan Campbell state, the way that we hear Jared Goff stating, the Detroit Lions are going to find themselves in a bunch of problems, both cap-wise and what to do with these contracts, but also in a positive way in terms of the types of wide receivers you have on the field, because you're exactly right, Justin. They're two different types of wide receivers.
Yeah.
They can both coexist, and they can both fit very well together, and they can both set each other up on the same types of plays, which is something that I absolutely love. So it's like, you know what? With everything that I'm hearing about J-Mo, I'm definitely not going to limit what his potential is. Do I believe he'll ever provide the Lions more value than Amon-Ra St. Brown? I don't think so. I agree with Justin on that. But do I think he can get pretty darn close, and that the combination together can take them to new heights that they wouldn't be able to do kind of if just one of them was going? Yeah.
It's positionless football, especially on offense. Like, Amon-Ra isn't your traditional number one. Like, he's not a slot receiver, but he plays on the inside a lot. J-Mo, he's not your traditional X, your 6'3", just deep threat, straight line deep threat, just run post. Like, he's he might play out there, he might play in the slot, he might come out of the backfield. He's your number two, but he does number two things in a different way, in a new way. And then your number three, then it's like, what do you want your number three receiver to be? This is why this is such a fun conversation to me. DPJ, KALIF Raymond, does Antoine Green step up? All three of those are different types of receivers. And JB, I'm going to skip over this KALIF Raymond video for 1 second and get to the Jared Goff talking about J-Mo's offseason and being out there with the ones. This is what gives me confidence in J-Mo taking that next step. You can see it in Jared Goff's eyes. You can see it in you can hear it in what he says. The confidence of him being out there with the number ones and having a full offseason to prepare and to get ready. This is what gives me hope. Check this out.
Yeah, it's been fun, man. It's been really good to see him as well do his thing. And I think this offseason's been unimpeded for him, and it's the first one he's had. And having him out there with the ones, getting him used to all this stuff, him and I getting on the same page more and more every single day, starting to see that show up pretty consistently. Saw it a few times today. And again, he's a guy who's become extremely hard on himself too, and is holding himself to a really high standard, and that makes things easy to fall in line.
I love it. I love it. We talked about this, man. Look, that accountability for J-Mo.
Yeah.
Go into this offseason and work like you know you are the dog that we all believed you were, the dog that you believed you were. And these are all the reports they were hearing from everybody. And these are people who have continued to prove that when they say something, when they call their shot, it's right on target. This is what makes me optimistic about J-Mo. Could we be slappies? Could we be J-Mo bots? We could, but we're hearing this stuff from the people who we actually trust, who have earned our trust. They've taken it.
Yep.
I believe in what Jared Goff is saying. I believe in what Dan Campbell is saying.
Yep.
I believe in what their teammates are saying about J-Mo, and it's making me realistically very excited. I know a lot of people can't wait to see what Hendon Hooker is going to do in preseason. I'm telling you, all eyes need to be on Jamison Williams, number 9 this year.
Yes, and that trust also comes from their honesty last year, or lack of just praising J-Mo as a god last year. Whenever you talk to Dan Campbell, Jared Goff, it wasn't just, he's the dude. Hey, he's coming along. Like, we're working on that. It's been an honest development.
There was
Maybe
one where they
more
talked
honest.
about even work. There was one where we made a quote when Dan Campbell said he got some work to do.
Yeah.
They were honest about it.
He said something like he's never going to be like that. I don't want to mess up his word, like a sure-handed, like, it was a weird comment, but at least he wasn't faking it. He wasn't just telling us, like, look at this cat, look at J-Mo. If we can see plays like this,
I'm loving
this
these
is
videos.
I can't remember how far the play was, but this was a relatively deep pass. Look, Jared Goff's way back. This might be a 35, 40, 45
made it
yard
look
pass.
easy, too. This was courtesy of
Detroit Lions.
And that was on Carlton Davis?
Let's see this one more time.
One more time.
I believe this was on Carlton Davis.
Yeah, it is.
Yo,
23, yep.
Like the footwork, the precision, to know how to be in bounds,
and
know where you are. I love it. That's that wide receiver instinct.
And how about Jared Goff putting that ball on the dot?
On a rope.
That's a back shoulder
Yes,
throw
sir.
in perfect rhythm.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking 40, 45, 50-yard pass there.
It's a golf window.
Yes.
Bounce.
And, okay, I there was my little subtle jab at the Goff haters, but what we should take from that is the chemistry of those two. Like, the timing of that. J-Mo didn't have to slow down. That's how that play is supposed to be run.
Yep.
It's a back shoulder throw because Carlton Davis was right up there with him.
Yeah.
It was good
It was
defense.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect in rhythm. You're hitting J-Mo in stride on a back shoulder throw. There's something brewing between those two that I like.
With 2 or 3 steps to go before you hit the out of bounds.
Yep.
That's perfect. It was perfect.
I like
it.
This was the issue the whole time. The Goff to J-Mo chemistry. They had to work on it because J-Mo didn't come right in and have this type of success. But as the year went along, you saw J-Mo improve and improve more, expanding his route tree and things of that nature. And that came from the trust that he grew with Jared Goff. And then we heard that they've been working out since March of this year. So with all that in tow, man, I'm telling you, a good training camp, if they stay healthy, this is going to be a duo to be feared.
Listen, one of probably the most consistent thing we've had on this show since we've started it is J-Mo and Goff. Lock yourselves away and build up that chemistry. To hear that these are the reports now since March, and we started in February, and that we see and we're hearing reports that these guys are starting to get this chemistry. Yeah, I'm ecstatic.
Yes. Lock them in. Start a pest control service. Lock yourself in some people's houses. Make some meth. Make some chemistry happen.
Make some meth.
You know. Like a little Breaking Bad. You know.
Make some meth.
Heisenberg and Jesse, they would lock. You know.
I get you.
You know. Not only does J-Mo look stronger, he looks bigger.
Yeah.
You see the energy.
He put on some muscle. He did.
After he caught that.
Oh, yeah.
In practice, him chucking that's one of those things, like, you're letting all your energy out. You're jacked up with that play.
And people want to talk about Terran Arnold's confidence. Look at his confidence at the end of that play. The way that he catches that ball, separates from Carlton Davis, and then whips it in the air and is just super hype. That seems like he's got such an aura with him right now. It gets me so excited about him. Oh, my God.
And that's when when Jameson Williams is having fun.
That's when J-Mo's at his best.
At his best. So you see after that 65-yard pass from Goff to J-Mo against the Cowboys, you saw the arms flailing.
Sir.
Like we just did that. And I remember Goff got crushed by Micah Parsons on that play. And it was on Deron Bland. J-Mo beating Deron Bland.
But Goff
what a
doesn't
play.
step up in the pocket.
Yes. But wait, excuse me?
I said, but Goff doesn't step up in the pocket.
They say.
Yeah.
They say.
I was told.
I love how this has turned into some unintended Goff support.
Yeah.
And it's because of what he's put out there.
Here's the thing. We're just calling out facts, by the way. We're not gobbling anything. This is like we're supporting our quarterback
not
by
gobbling
calling
a
out.
daggone thing.
I've never gobbled a thing in my life.
Never been swallowed.
Never been swallowed.
Gobble, gobble. I know we're a few minutes over. One more clip just because we were talking about KALIF Raymond getting love. And I love KALIF. Everybody loves Raymond. Shout out.
Let's go.
Let's play this clip, JB. This is Jared Goff on trusting KALIF Raymond. Just send it.
I was talking about KALIF earlier in the week and how one of you guys needs to write a story on him because you ask any teammate around here, we'll all probably say the same thing. He's as hard a worker I've been around. He's does all the dirty work. He does everything right. You see in the weight room, he does everything right. In the meeting room, he does everything right. You see him run and finish drills. He does everything right. Like if you want to see as a rookie and you come in here and you want to watch what to do, there's plenty of guys to watch. do what KALIF does, and you'll be just fine. And it's been invaluable to our team. I can trust him anytime he's in there at receiver at any spot. And I know he's an electric returner, but he's done a great job at everything, and I'm appreciative to have him on our team.
Welcome to the chat, Easy.
Hey. All we had to do is say golf, golf, golf.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Shows up like the Slender Man.
Right.
I love you, bro.
This is about KALIF, but I'm pretty sure a few weeks ago you said Jordan Love had better pocket awareness than Jared Goff. So there, you said it.
And people have talked about Goff not stepping up in the pocket. Come on, Easy. You know people have said something about
There
that.
are Goff
I ain't gonna
haters.
point you out, but I'm just saying people have said that.
Yes.
That's been a criticism.
Yes. But KALIF, I did write an article about him about a year ago today, before the season. The stats in it aren't relevant. I'm going to share it now. It is everything about KALIF Raymond and what he means to this team. We're not hearing a lot about DPJ because he's running with the twos, which means Hendon Hooker is the quarterback of the twos right now. And I don't want to say struggled, but he's not having he's not lighting it up this mini camp. So we're just not hearing about all these plays that DPJ is making. So I don't want to cross him off the list. But where we are predicting or hoping that DPJ and Jared Goff gain that chemistry where he can be a Josh Reynolds type from last year.
Yeah.
KALIF Raymond, while he's a different type of receiver than DPJ, completely different, he has that chemistry and that trust in Goff already. So whether it's a 3 or a 4 or one gets 4 targets, one gets 3 or 2, KALIF Raymond is going to be a big part of this offense.
And I do have a question for you. Maybe we can answer at the beginning of the next segment, and that is about DPJ. We're talking about him taking a step forward this year, but if the reports right now are that he's not really getting the opportunity to build that chemistry with Jared Goff or really with this offense because of some of the things he might be dealing with Hendon Hooker, how big of a role is that going to play in his season and with the Detroit Lions wide receiver role?
Yeah,
so
it's a good question. It is early, but let's talk about it. Before we go to break, I rarely check my phone during, but I saw something pop up from Tammy Chin.
Hey,
I was like, okay,
shout out to
pause.
MVP.
I will stop this live show for Tammy Chin. We were talking sports and memorabilia. She sent me, and actually I got to make sure I get the language right. I think it's a printing plate of. I gotta check her tweet. Basically, it's a printing plate, and maybe Tammy, if you're in the chat, if you could just copy and paste what you said before. But it looks like a Darren McCarty is a newspaper clipping or the printing plate of the newspaper. JB, whenever you get that, if you could throw that.
Yeah, I got it.
If you could throw that up, that'd be great. But just want to shout out Tammy Chin, who does a lot with the Pro Sports Zone.
Yeah.
John Yu out in, is it not Plymouth? Out of Pro Sports Zone.
Yeah.
Tammy's a big collector, but look at this.
That's dope.
Quest for the Cup. Finally, that is a signed Darren McCarty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at that D-Mac pose, too.
Shout out to you, Tammy. If any of you guys have collectibles, Detroit sports things you want to be shown, whether we make a segment out of it or not, send them to us on Twitter or email or hit us up on social media, and we'll share them.
Can I bring one of my memorabilia in to show you guys? Because I think I have one that's going to drop your jaw.
Of course.
Yeah. You know what?
Jaw dropping.
I have something in the tuck, and I've been wanting to maybe get an NBA authenticator for this. Something that I gained a long time ago. I have in my possession, I believe to be Akeem Olajuwon's shoe.
Shoe?
Yes.
Really? What?
Yes.
Damn.
I will bring it in one day. It's not in the greatest condition, but all it needs to do is be cleaned. Otherwise, it's in perfect condition. And I never have been able to get it authenticated, but I got it as a gift from somebody from one of my old jobs. It was in a case, according to them, before that. And then when they liquidated the store, they just gave it to me. But
one thing,
that's what's up.
Don't clean it.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't clean it.
Okay.
Leave it as is.
Okay.
I don't know how
I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna bring it in.
Okay, good. Don't alter it in any way.
Okay.
If it's, I don't know how it got dirty or whatever. Maybe
I think just over time, dust and stuff like that.
Leave it or let some professional. What's the term for the? They get archaic pieces of things and they refurbish them. I'm forgetting the word for that job, but don't mess with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Just in case, if it is his shoe, who knows how valuable that could be.
Maybe we can make it a segment one day. We get an authenticator in here to maybe figure out if this is a real shoe or not. But it's big as hell. So I assume it is a Akeem Olajuwon shoe.
Woodward Pawn Stars.
Yeah.
Woodward Pawn Stars. Let's rock.
That'd be dope.
You know what? I'll take pictures of some of the memorabilia that I have at home as well. Grant Hill, Joe Dumars, Jerry Stackhouse. Got a lot of Pistons stuff, man.
They're the conversation starter.
Detroit Shock stuff too.
Let's go.
Swing
Let's go.
Cash, Nolan. I
Deanna
got
Nolan.
some stuff, man.
What'd they call her again? What's her
Katie
nickname?
Smith.
Tweety Bird? Tweety.
Yep.
Tweety.
Yeah.
Deanna Nolan. Well, Kool-Aid.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna quiz you guys on some sports references and famous hip hop, country, pop songs. Just famous songs over time. But before we get there, can you tell everyone about the shows coming up on the Woodward Sports Network
can.
for the rest of the day?
You know what? I'm so appreciative of you guys for tapping in with Wake Up Woodward. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. We appreciate you, chat family. As always, you guys are the biggest part of our show, and not just our show, but all of Woodward Sports, and that includes Big D Energy, which comes on right after Wake Up Woodward from 11 to 1. That is hosted by 4-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty alongside his co-host Neil Rule. He is the golden voice of Detroit sports. After that, you got Armani and Edwards with Maz from 2 to 4. The lovable radio legend Tom Mazaway alongside the University of Michigan legend and former NFL wide receiver Braylon Edwards and Detroit media king Ryan Armani. After that, you got the big fellas, the Woodward heavyweights from 5 to 7. Spin more racks and speak easy, baby. Shout out to Nick Koloff and Chris Platty as well. They got a pretty elite booth. Shout out to those guys. But
Nick on the desk tonight. Shout out.
Nick on the desk. Hey, shout out. Chris Platty was on the desk the other night too. It's awesome to see the homies get their opportunities, man. But you already know to bring you the biggest interviews, the biggest breakdowns, the biggest laughs, man. It's Woodward Heavyweights, and this is Woodward Sports. Thank you all for making us your #1 digital sports network. We appreciate you.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yo, let me just say, I love Planet Fitness.
Trying out Planet Fitness, and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Listen, the PF Black Card is worth every penny for this hydro massage. I'm a new man.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home?
Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
All the benefits, all for less. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets?
Nobody! A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Okay. Are you dealing with divorce, child custody, visitation, or other family law issues? Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law in Birmingham will have your back. They got over 10 years of experience, and they're available 24/7. So scan the QR code above my head on the screen or call 248-971-0476. Say, excuse me, say Woodward Sports sent you, and KDK will pay your filing fee. KDK Law, they've got your back.
Get through it. You can get through it. What up, people? Welcome back. Man, it's Wake Up Woodward. We appreciate you guys for choosing to kick off the day with the crew. Shout out to Dante151 with the $4.99 super chat. He said, so when are you going to talk about that idiot, that's his word, Nick Wright, having Caleb Williams in his top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL who hasn't even taken a single snap.
Look at JB.
Look at JB.
I'm serious. Me and Broder had this fucking conversation yesterday. Like, come on. You took him 2 overall? He has done nothing in this league yet. At least Colin had the nerve to take Jaden Daniels at his last pick. But you pick Caleb Williams 2? He's done nothing. If anything, he's a gobbler right now of Caleb Williams.
Yeah. That's
Yo,
a big fact.
JB don't get worked up much, bro. But when he does, it's gold.
You might see that revisited in Chin Music.
You know,
because JB sent me, it was a draft, and it's still egregious, but there's even a worse list from like a day earlier that Nick Wright put out, just ranking his top quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And he had Caleb Williams as the number 5 quarterback in the NFL.
Bro, they are baiting us. They are baiting us. They're baiting.
It's 100% clickbait.
Yeah.
And I not everybody likes him. I like Nick Wright. Like, I think he's entertaining and he's goofy. I don't agree with everything he says, but there's no thought put into that. That's too much. Like, you can't convince me. You can't put any rookie in the top 32.
That's wild.
Well, maybe I guess you could put him
in the top 32, yeah, but not in the top 5.
Especially when the rookie quarterback had 20 turnovers in 12 college games. College games. How many turnovers do you think he's going to have in the NFL? It's a step up. And it's only been 1 year. It makes no sense.
All of them. Yeah. Shout out to you, Dante. Shout out to you, Greg.
Yeah. He put the good job sticker in the chat. Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, shout out to John F. and Lord. Again, we're thinking about you, brother.
Yeah.
Hope everyone has a blessed day. Member for 10 months. John F. Lord.
Yes, sir.
The dude.
That's
well,
love.
You guys ready to get quizzed on some music?
Why not?
It's Friday. It's about to be 9. It is 9 o'clock. So let's whip out a new game called Bar King.
Yup. Drop it on the table, brother.
Drop it on the table. Well, that's the big mock. That's the big mock at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. No unzipping today.
Yes. No one's what?
No unzipping today.
0.0.
Keep it in
so
your
here's
pants.
the deal. I'm gonna give you. I got 6 songs lined up, and I'm gonna share portion of the lyrics with a few of the words. The sports references I have blocked out. I have there's a fill in the blank. So I'm gonna show you guys these songs, show you the lyrics, and then you need to guess. You need to finish the lyric. So this is a game, finish the lyric. It's called Barking. This is sports edition. So we'll start out to get warmed up. A song I think most everybody knows.
All right.
But do you know the reference in it? This one is from Ice Cube.
Hey.
It's called It Was a Good Day. It was a good day. So here's the lyrics on the screen. I guess I'm going to say them to you. So left my homie's house paid. Picked up a girl, been trying to dig since the 12th grade. Wait,
that ain't the actual lyric, but
is there a way you can just like stop it at the end? There we go. Yeah. It's ironic I had the brew, she had the chronic, the blank, 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 blank.
Easy.
Oh, this is easy.
Do we just answer now, or
if you got the answer,
the
let it fly.
Lakers beat the Supersonics.
The Lakers beat the Supersonics. So can you recite this one for me?
Yeah. Left my homie's house paid. Picked up a girl, been trying to dig since the 12th grade. Isn't it ironic? I had the brew, she had the chronic. The Lakers beat the Supersonics.
Let's go! Yeah. Detroit Dabbers got in the chat.
That's one of my favorite songs ever, man.
It's one of the best songs of all time.
Yeah, seriously.
Dabber, shout out. JZJ, Lakers beat the Supersonics. Ryan, Rake, let's go. You guys got it. Okay, so we're rolling. And by the way, this is our first time doing it. In chat, we need your help too. If there's a way we can structure this to better engage or whatever, let us know. Feedback, please.
Yeah.
But number 2. Now this one hits a little closer to home.
All right.
And that's the last I'm going to say. This is Eminem, song Just Don't Give a F. Slim Shady, brain dead like Jim Brady. I'm a M80. You little like that Kim lady. I'm buzzing, dirty dozen, naughty, rotten rhymer. Cursing at you players worse than. And chat, honor code, honor system. Don't Google.
Yeah, don't Google.
Don't Google it. Cursing at you players worse than
Marty Schottenheimer?
Yes!
Hey!
Yes! Yes! Marty Schottenheimer.
Hey, that's the only thing I can think that rhyme with that. I'm like, Schottenheimer?
Yeah.
So you got that from Naughty Rotten Rhymer?
Yes.
You didn't know that was the lyric, but you put it together?
Well, yeah, it's been a while since I heard that song.
Yeah,
but
it's been a minute. It's like
I just tried to do the
knew it,
rhyme
but
pattern.
I forgot it.
Yeah.
So
good job, KG.
I'm buzzing, dirty dozen, naughty, rotten rhymer, cursing at you players worse than Marty Schottenheimer.
Hey.
Detroit Lions coach. Who's got it in here? I see Ryan, Marty Schottenheimer, Matthew Kruger, Scott Hottenmeier.
Okay.
I think he might have met Marty Schottenheimer. Connor Bryce, Rake, Brendan Dillinger, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
That Kim lady, maybe he connected the Kim lady.
Okay.
I dig it. All right, number 3. 3 of 6. What do we got coming up next? I believe this is
UGK.
UGK.
Hey,
song.
shout out.
I love UGK. This is Bun B.
shout out,
The
man.
game belongs to me. With a whippin' in the kitchen pitchin', yayo like blank blank. We the trillist on the mound. I'm holding that whole South down. I know you feel us. What is it? Oh yeah, I know you feel us. I wonder why I put that space in there.
Am I buzzing in again? It's like Music Jeopardy. Scottie Pippen.
No.
Damn.
With a whippin' in the kitchen, pitching, yayo like blank blank. We the trillist.
Yeah, it's a pitcher.
On the mound.
Pitching.
See, this is what the goal of what I want is to these dots to be connected.
It's definitely
so think
a
about that
pitcher.
moving forward.
With the whipping in the kitchen.
I'm not going to read out if someone gets it in the chat, but someone did. Only one person.
Can we get like
You want
a
hints?
division they played in?
They played in the AL Central for the Detroit Tigers.
Oh shit.
The whipping in the kitchen.
They played for the Tigers?
They played for the Tigers. They were actually involved in a major trade
Whipping, pitching.
to come to the Tigers. With a whipping in the kitchen, pitching
Is it David
yayo like
Price?
blank blank. We the trillist on the mound.
I feel like you gotta be a melanated pitcher.
What are you guys trying to rhyme? This is the tricky part of this one. Where are you looking for the rhyme?
Whipping, pitching. It's got to rhyme with that.
No. That's what you would think.
Wow.
Pitching.
Actually rhymes with we the trillist. Or that's the connection. That's the near rhyme.
We the
I know they not talking about Don Trill
whipping,
Willis.
pitching, trillist.
It's Don Trill Willis.
Really?
Oh my
Wow.
God.
That
That's
whipping,
scrub.
pitching, Willis.
Good shit,
Okay.
KG. Holy
Don
shit.
Trill
That's scrub, man. I got it from the chat. I got to be honest. But once you said the rhyme, I'm like, no way.
That was maybe one hint too many. It was, I think it was Dirty Dr. D.
Don Trill Willis.
Dirty
was a-
Dr. D got it first.
He was a flop for the Tigers, though. He was good before, but he was a flop for the Tigers, though.
It never worked out. Like
I couldn't stand Don Trill Willis, man.
he was. We all knew what we were getting in Miguel Cabrera. Like he was
Yeah.
part of the Mickey trade. Andrew Miller, Cameron Maybin, and more.
Fernando Rodney, was he in that deal?
What?
Was it Rodney in that deal?
Did we send Rodney to the?
I think we sent him out. I can't remember.
I know there was one more, or a couple. There was something more, but Dontrell Willis was like, wasn't a throw-in, but he was. I think he was in the race for the Cy Young the year before,
yeah,
or a finalist.
He was really good before that.
Stud had that huge leg kick,
and then he got to us and lost his command. He was
Oh,
throwing that bitch everywhere. Like, oh my God, I couldn't
KG
stand
has no
Dontrell
love for
Willis.
Dontrell Willis.
None.
It was
no
horrible.
love.
He had so much hype coming to us, and then just nothing, man.
because he was like an exciting young pitcher coming up. He was a
Yeah.
lefty, like he was dominant.
And y'all know I hate to hate on a brother like that, but come on, man. He
You
was
sound
not
hurt,
it.
bro.
He was not it.
You
man.
sound hurt.
Yes,
KG.
I am. I was very hurt. He
You know,
wasn't
I
it.
hate to hate on a southpaw.
Yeah, big facts.
Big facts. Is that
So does that make it easier for you to hate on white people, KG?
Maybe.
All right, number 4. Numero 4 of 5. I think we got Wale.
Yep, Wale.
The black and gold.
Ooh, I like
Lyrics. I could change a broad's life in about an hour. I turned ducks into bucks, blank, blank. Y'all had your run, don't ruin ours. Watch a young operate, Doogie Howser. I could change a broad's life in about an hour. I turned ducks into bucks, blank, blank.
I turned ducks into
Y'all had your run, don't ruin ours. Watch a young
It sounds like a basketball player.
Doogie Howser. Maybe.
I feel like
I'm not ready to give you guys a hint yet.
Yeah,
This is one of my
ducks.
favorite.
Ducks in the bucks.
When I was putting these
Yeah.
together, this is one of my favorite, maybe one of my favorite bars. Just how it comes together.
Yeah. Ducks in the bucks. I think
Danny
that's the
G
key
says
line.
Kim Kardashian.
Not even close.
No.
Randy Houser, Connor Bryce. Also, yeah, the
there
one
an
with the
organ
stars,
player
that's not a
that's
blank
in
to
a
fill in.
Oh, yeah.
That's just an edit.
See, I know he's not talking about hockey with the Ducks. That
So it
Ducks
is
and Bucks
basketball.
line. Yeah, it's basketball.
Focus on this.
Yeah, so Milwaukee.
Oregon duck.
Focus on this. I turned ducks into bucks.
Is it Dylan
Yes.
Brooks?
No.
Oh wait, no, he didn't
Yeah,
play for the
I
Bucks.
turned ducks into bucks. That's the key line.
I turned ducks into bucks. That's not the rhyme, but that's
Bucks,
the hint.
Bucks could also be money.
Yeah, it's the key line.
It could. Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth.
Ducks.
That's not a hint, by the way. That's a
What
Mighty
kind of
Ducks
hint was
reference.
that?
So you were right. It involves the Oregon Ducks, and it involves basketball. And I see one person in the chat with it, although I think AC might have been kind of close. I see somebody, and his name is Rake.
Is it Bull Bull?
I'd see it, yeah.
Bull Bull?
Yeah.
You got
No
it?
way.
Or you saw Rake's comment?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
then you're out.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
Oh.
You guys get like
KG,
20
come
more
on, we
seconds.
got this.
Yeah, it's a cold
Oh,
bar.
wow.
It's a
wow.
cold
I
bar.
just looked at Rakes.
What are you guys doing?
Guys, you're leaving me on an island over here. Come on.
It makes so much sense now.
And he was probably before you. You would have been alive, but he was before your time.
People don't even put this guy's name in songs, so that's crazy.
He was a stud
Yeah,
in college.
He was.
Little white point guard.
Little white point guard from Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
See, like that tells me like Peyton Pritchard, but that's like way too close to my to now.
It is, but good guess.
Yeah,
was
Waller
Peyton Pritchard
on
from
the Sawyer
Oregon?
thing
Yeah.
a decade ago.
Great guess. I like this guy in college. JB?
I did too.
You got any guesses?
Come on,
Otherwise, I did
JB.
too.
Come on, JB.
I do not have any guesses
Oh,
right now.
shit.
Sorry, I'm over here kind of rebuilding
Justin,
everything.
you were
you're
floating
fine,
on the
you're fine.
island, bro.
All right, Rake got it. You want me to share?
No. Give me. Can I have another hint? And then maybe I'll get it. Give me a hint to do with the Bucks.
That was the NBA team that I think they drafted him.
Yeah, the Bucks. Yeah,
I know he played for them. Obviously, was he
Yeah.
drafted?
I think he was drafted.
Yep. 13th over, or no, maybe he was number 13.
All right,
14th
I'm
overall.
gonna give up. I can't think of anyone. I might be pissed when you say because I was a Oregon Ducks fan when I was little.
Luke Ridnour.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who that is?
No, I'm not hip. Sorry.
What?
Go watch some Luke
It's a little
Ridnour.
it's a little before his time.
It is 2003. This is Darko Milicic's draft.
Yeah.
This is LeBron, Carmelo.
I like Luke in college though.
Who was his running mate? He had another stud on his. Was it another guard? He had
Michael Redd? Was it Michael Redd?
with the Bucks.
Yeah, Michael Redd.
Who was his Oregon running mate?
Somebody went out
his
there from
Oregon
Detroit too. Either Malik Harrison or Joe Crawford. One of them went to Oregon as well.
Used to love Michael
I can't
Redd,
remember. Alex Legion? Who knows? Luke Ridnour. So I could change a broad's life in about an hour. I turned Ducks into Bucks. Luke Ridnour.
That's not bad.
That's a bar.
That's a good
That's
one.
not bad. All right,
That-
Wale.
Apparently, he was drafted by the Sonics, according to Rake.
Oh, he was drafted by the Sonics, then traded to the Bucks or something. He was with the Sonics. All right, there it is. By the way, watching a young boy operate Doogie Howser. Also, that's a bar too.
Yeah, he was
to
going.
rhyme with Ridnour.
He was going, man. Early Wale, man. Mixtape Wale.
Oh,
Stop
yeah.
it. Stop it.
Mixtape early Wale was gold.
Stop it. Man.
Lyricist. What is it? 9/11.
Shout
Perfect.
out
We
to
got
his
two more.
producer, Tone
Yeah,
P. That's the homie.
I gotta get one of these. I'm gonna be upset with myself. If I go.
Do you like Morgan Wallen?
Nah, definitely not.
Morgan Wallen.
Who?
Morgan
Who?
Wallen.
Morgan Wallen. This is
You lost me.
one of the. I know he's had a run-in with the black delegation in the past.
Oh, really?
I think he's recovered, but he puts out
think he's
decent music.
No.
Whoa.
What? I mean, he had some. He said some bad things
Oh,
years ago.
that's why I don't know.
Or
who
made
he is.
yeah, probably. But he's pretty big. He's blown up in the country music world.
I bet he has.
Maybe not since then, but he used to be. Anyways, he has a bar. 98 Braves. So this is what the song was called. So
okay.
let that build some
All right.
context.
Okay.
I think it's a really creative song. I think it's an awesome song. But here are the lyrics to 98 Braves by Morgan Wallen. There are a few more here. I need you to fill in these blanks.
tight.
So I remember
dang.
sitting at that house, living room couch, thinking no way them boys wouldn't win. Between them big three pitchers, blank and blank, was going to be hard to keep up with the Joneses. But then he keeps going. But as fate would have it, the Atlanta Magic got put out by them damn blank. I guess
it's
destiny
multiple.
ain't always meant to be, kind of like you and me that day. So a little background, he wrote this song comparing his relationship to the 98 Braves and coming short on the World Series ring. They didn't get the ring.
Yeah.
He and his girl didn't get married, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But these lines, between them big three pitchers, blank and blank, was going to be hard to keep up with the Joneses.
98 Braves pictures.
And if if you want to just start talking through it, who are those
Smoltz.
big three
But
pitchers?
they have what?
And it's
Andrew
not
and
those.
Chipper were the only Jones.
Yeah, Chipper.
Jones.
Pardon?
Andrew and Chipper.
Yep.
Check.
Yeah,
First
those are the
one,
Braves
Andrew and
teams that I
Chipper.
used to-
Okay.
We got one more to come. So
Okay.
between them big three pitchers, Andrew and Chipper was going to be hard to keep up with the Joneses.
With the Joneses.
Andrew Jones, Chipper Jones.
Yep.
We'll create a bar in there. But then here's this last one. Maybe the historians in here who beat the Braves that season in the playoffs. But as fate would have it, that Atlanta Magic got put out by them damn.
What's the bar after? I'm not looking at chat, I promise.
I guess destiny ain't always meant to be, kind of like you and me, that day. So it got put out by them damn that day.
Oh, man, I really feel like I know it. I'm gonna be disappointed.
Braves. That's NL, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did they get out?
How about?
Did they get out in the NLCS or did they get out in the World Series?
I can't remember the round, but I think this is NLCS.
Yes.
That's what I
has to be
thought.
NLCS.
What about Padres?
Boom.
Boom. Look
So
at him.
between them big three pitchers,
dude,
Andrew
Justin.
and Chipper,
We got it.
it's going to be hard to keep up with the Joneses. But as fate would have it, the Atlanta Magic got put out by them damn Padres. Nice job. See, you got that one.
I did.
Good job, man.
You guys weren't feeling the country.
No.
I mean, it was kind of all over the place, but
All right.
you know, it is what it is.
I mean, yeah, look, we
was
got
nice,
it
though.
as a team, though. We knocked it out the park.
Exactly. Andrew
rock.
and Chipper, I like it.
Yeah.
All right, last one. We'll get back to the hip hop. We'll get back to Detroit. This one's from Big Sean.
Ooh.
This is from a
Oh,
freestyle.
low key,
though.
I could probably get this one.
This is from a freestyle, Super Duper Lemonade freestyle.
I remember this.
Oh.
I
remember
forget
this.
what lyric I start with. I got them written down, but
Another
all right, here we go.
Duper flow that everybody stole and ain't give him credit for.
So bank account got me feeling well. Fargo. Balling until I get a blank, 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 blank.
I know this too.
Yeah, I know it
I
too.
swear I know this.
Mm-hmm. And it goes on. I'll give you a little,
Yeah.
First whip Garbo, second whip Largo. Don't worry about my guys. They're good Marshall. Bank account got me feeling well.
bro.
Fargo.
Balling like I get a big check until I'm playing like El Mago.
That's a bar.
That's a bar, though. Yeah.
Until I get a what was yours?
Oh, man.
Until I get a blank check or a big check.
Got me playing like El Mago.
I like it. It's not.
But that would be
accurate, but I like
negative. I'm assuming it's positive because he's talking about himself. But
He continues on. I did that. I just give them line after line after line. They looking for my work. Narco. Because I just black out in the booth. Charcoal. So there's some with the Fargo. Narco. Charcoal. Marshall. Garbo. Largo.
Darko?
oh,
That's the only thing I can think that.
But how's it fit?
I do think it is Darko.
Balling until I get
Bangkok
a
got me feeling Wells Fargo. Bangkok.
Okay, so you're right. but
a
keep
championship like Darko?
going. Close. Hey,
Did I get a...
no, until I get a check
A
like
check
Darko?
like Darko? Yeah.
close.
Balling until I get a ring like Darko.
No, you were close with the check.
Close with check.
It's a C word. It's got to be a C word.
Balling until I get a...
I see some guys got it. I see some guys got
A
it.
chip like Darko?
No.
No, not chip.
That's something.
Let me know when you're ready. Like I don't think there's more
until
hints.
I get a
bag like that.
No, we're getting this shit. 100%.
balling until I get a.
Try to, if possible, try to talk through it instead of the side. Like
Get a clip
this
like
is part of the
Darko.
organizing
He said
it. We don't
I
want
was
dead
close
silence,
with
but
check. So balling until
And it's close to
till I get the
championship too.
coin like Darko.
What's his last name?
Milicic.
Milicic.
Milicic like Darko?
Balling until I get a million like Darko.
Like Darko.
Balling
until I get a milli like Darko.
Balling until I get a check
like Darko.
Darko.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So bank account got me feeling well. Fargo.
Balling
until I get a check.
I remember
Darko.
I ain't heard
get
this
it.
song in forever, man.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's actually not on Spotify or Apple Music.
Yeah, it's on the mixtape.
It's
Yeah.
on the mixtape. It's a freestyle.
Yeah.
But I was just like, that is a bar, Big Sean.
Yeah.
Balling until I get
And
a
it was a
check. Darko got paid, by the way.
He
Yeah,
did.
he did.
Paid.
And that super duper flow, I'm telling you that everybody ran with that, man.
Yeah.
But Big Sean, Detroit, like we always do, he started that, man.
Like we always do with
I
it.
do
Yes.
it. That was I do it, Big Sean. I do it.
I do it. So hey, what'd you guys think? Bar King, round
I liked
one?
it.
That was fun.
I liked it. It was good.
That was dope, man.
All right. Start thinking about again.
Chat was engaged as well. I liked it.
Yeah, chat was flying. Millicek. Yeah, Big Show picks. A lot of you guys got that one in the chat before we did.
Yeah.
My bar was arguably better.
About El Mago?
Yep.
That would have been perfect. Fargo, El Mago. I love it. All right, well, shoot. Let's get to break. We got some, what do we have? What did I put next? It was a Peaks and Cheeks version of trade scenarios.
Okay.
Starting with the Pistons. When we come back with Kool-Aid, tell me about Lady Jane's.
I will. That first scenario, matched it with Peaks and Cheeks, is ironic, but let me
Oh, jeez. You're right.
Oh,
my God.
Stay tuned. Let me tell you about something awesome. Awesome is when a guy can be a guy and get an amazing haircut. That's Lady Jane's Haircuts for me. Just stop in, sit back, and relax. And look, one of Lady Jane's talented hairstylists. I know y'all already peeped some of the talented hairstylists behind Justin today.
He's talented.
Just stop in, man, and let them make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. It's Lady Jane's, and it's wicked awesome.
What's up, everybody? Neil Rule, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, home of the Planet Fitness Studios. Let me tell you a little personal story about myself with Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness helped me change my life, and it can do the same for you. The best gym in the gym game. The clean facilities, tons of cardio equipment, tons of weights as well. And look, through all the price increases, inflation, all that, hasn't happened at Planet Fitness. Still $1 down, $10 per month, $24.99 a month for the Black Card as well. It's Planet Fitness, everybody, where your fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
To any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week, walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking. And the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports.
Guardian.
Let Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts. Our professional technicians, they take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. It's 24/7 professional monitoring, so you can call us anytime, day or night, and know that a Guardian team member will stay on the phone with you as long as needed. Why? Because it is technology that is backed by people, and your safety and security, it deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. All you got to do is call this number right here, 1-800-STAY-OUT. Once again, that number is 1-800-STAY-OUT. Had to put a little bit of the bars on that Guardian Alarm.
You had to.
Ad read.
You had to. We were brainstorming that whole break.
Yeah.
Thinking we might be turning this into a crew versus chat segment.
Yeah.
Ciphering crew versus crew.
Let's go.
Inspired by Mitten Mate coming up with his own bar too, like how we can put some originality into this.
It'll be dope.
It's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be dope. But welcome back to Wake Up Woodward. We appreciate you guys for kicking off today with the crew. The sun is shining. The Tigers, man, they start off a pretty interesting series. It's gonna be interesting to see how they respond. I know if it's bad, Justin's gonna be in here on Monday, probably going crazy.
Oh, I will be losing my mind, but I'm not expecting much. Honestly, I'm not gonna let myself be completely bipolar with this team. I'm just gonna expect disappointment, and so I don't get disappointed. Shout out MJ.
Shout out Lady Jane.
I think a lot of people would feel better about the Tigers if it looked pretty. I think because the games are so ugly and, they're at 500, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but a lot of people just can't take being in the middle. I learned that from Neil Rule yesterday.
Yeah.
It's just, they can't deal with it.
People are restless.
Yeah. But to me, it's like they are in it. We haven't been able to seriously talk about the Tigers like this in so long.
Yeah,
so
they're in the wild card.
It is what it is.
Yeah, for the same reason people are frustrated at not spending or not, doing something to elevate the team.
Yeah.
There's also the other side of it where people are understanding that they're probably a worse team that is 500 now, and they're in it. So it's both ends of the spectrum.
It's crazy because they won this series with the Rangers, and it feels like we lost it.
Yeah,
but just because of how bad that last game was.
Yeah,
Talk about raising the expectations for your squad, though. It's like, wow, if that's where we're really at with the Tigers, where we can be disappointed in them, though they won the series. I think that's a good thing to be. They're 500 in June right now.
Yes.
And they're within the wild card race. It's a good place to be, and I do believe that means that you're going to get more passionate outbursts from people like Justin.
Yeah,
I do. I think, especially the people who are waiting for their JV and Max Scherzer type runs, their Miggy runs. They're waiting for that, and I get that. It's part of my perspective, even as a Pistons fan, observer, media, whatever you want to. Having the different eras already, seeing Grant Hill, being on the tail end of the Bad Boys, seeing the going to work Pistons. Let me not disrespect the Jerry Stackhouse era, because that was a dope era.
Yeah,
seeing all of that type of stuff, man, it's like I get it. This current generation, especially. The passion is high because they deserve it, man.
They do.
They deserve it. You deserve runs like that, man.
Thank you. I'm starving. I haven't seen anything from this team since 2014, and I'm sick of it, and I'm tired of it. And I mean, the Lions made me more hungry than ever for a winner in Detroit and to expect better from our ownership when Sheila Hamp took over. She really took this team to the next level, and I expect all of that out of all of our owners now, to give that care, to be on a trajectory. Because even when the Lions were they 1-7 or 2-7 at that point? When
1-6.
1-6.
1-6.
So 1-5 when they had that the press conference with Sheila.
Yep.
They lost one after that, but then they went on the run.
Yeah, I mean, just the care that Sheila takes, it's inspiring, and the other three GMs, or other three owners, or two owners, could take a page out of her book and show a little passion towards their team to give them a push.
It's going to be tough for them. Word, and I got to always credit Terry Foss when we tell the story, but Sheila Ford Hamp, as he's reported, grew up a fan of this team.
Oh, yeah.
She grew up living and dying with each game just the same way we did, and she's been close to the business of it.
Yeah.
So she has a completely different perspective than us as well. So it's not just a fan who's stepping into this place. It's a person who knows the business, but also understands it from an emotional standpoint and the connection we have with it.
Right.
Of riding with every single loss, every single win, every single decision, and now she's the one in the seat. The other owners, I don't know how much they can. You would think that Chris Ilitch would have a little bit of that as well, but I don't know about the other owners in terms of how they feel about this, about the squad, especially Tom Gores. I don't know the connection emotionally to the Pistons with Tom Gores. I just don't.
Yeah, it's one thing. It's probably. I wonder who fans are more frustrated with.
The Pizza Pirate.
The Pizza Pirate.
Tom Gores or Chris Ilitch.
Definitely Chris
I kind of agree with that, because I feel like Tom Gores has improved as an owner.
Well, that's the thing. Like, people don't expect Tom Gores. Like, they know he's kind of distant. Like, they know he doesn't have the history with this team or with this city. Chris Ilitch's teams have struggled since he took over, but they expect, because of his connection with his dad, with Little Caesars, with the Red Wings and the Tigers, like, you should have that inherent passion and urgency, which we haven't felt. Is it ever going to come up? We don't know. We know he's more of a businessman than a sports owner at this point, but we want it to come out.
And the big argument that I've heard lately is people feel like at least Tom Gores will spend a check. Like, if anything at all, at least he will spend the money to do something at some point. And that just doesn't seem to be in Chris Ilitch's plans for whatever reason. The one time he did spend, thank you, Alavila, for El Mago. Maybe that gave him a little buyer's remorse, and maybe he doesn't want to get back in that pool again. But hopefully that's not the case, because this team deserves better.
Yeah, and John Parker said, how in the world has Tom Gores improved? When Tom Gores first got here, it was really about his own vision and what he wanted to see fit. And he came in trying to believe that he could be a Mark Cuban type of owner. But like we talked about, he wasn't necessarily steeped in that culture. What he's done over the years is brought in basketball minds, for better or worse. He's brought in some of the best agents. He's brought in some of the best scouts.
Really?
He's gone out there and opened up the checkbook for guys like Stan Van Gundy. Remember when Stan Van Gundy was hired? Who was also looking at him? There were other teams looking at bringing in Stan Van, top teams. He went and he opened up the pocketbooks and he gave Stan Van Gundy what he needed. We all know that hasn't worked out yet. But in terms of what he is in the last maybe 7 years of his ownership versus before that, it's actually night and day.
So maybe more the decisions, like letting Stan Van Gundy be coach and GM, like he went and got Stan Van Gundy, but the decision to like, you should have brought in a separate GM, or like maybe that's not the situation with Stan, but like where you're putting these guys in roles, where you're putting these basketball minds and scouts that you say we haven't seen the results, Kool-Aid.
We haven't, but and that's the thing that's going to change everyone's perspective.
Results.
He's doing different things, and he's doing the right things as it relates to spending the money, open up the checkbook, and make sure that the Pistons have an opportunity to be in on things like the top coach that's on the market, the top scouts that are on the market, the top candidates, Trajan Langdon, Troy Weaver. These people were highly touted before they got to the Pistons organization. Now, though, it's about making sure you put all of this together.
Yeah.
And I believe this is going to be the most complete front office that he would have had underneath his entire regime. It shouldn't take this long to get to this point.
And if you're trying to be Mark Cuban,
better.
if he wants to be a Mark Cuban, you got to be at every game.
Yeah.
Like, we got to feel like you want to have fun and
be in the culture.
You got to be in it. You can't do that from L.A.
Nope.
You can't. We got a caller?
Yeah, we got one of my newer favorites, Matt Kruger. He wants to talk Tigers, man.
Hey, Mr.
Matthew Kruger, what's up? You on Wake Up Woodward, man?
Yo, what's up, y'all? How you doing?
What up, though?
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing good, except for this little bit of slander I'm hearing this morning on the Tigers. Let me drop something on you real quick.
Give it to me, Kruger.
We're 31-31, man. If the Lions were 4-4 or 5-5 or 6-6, nobody would be jumping off the ship or nothing like that. But everybody's jumping off the ship. Be a fan or don't be a fan, man. It's not even the All-Star game yet. And here's another thing. Tom Gores ain't done a fucking thing, man. He's just sucked for so long that he has to do something now to not lose complete faith in all the fans around there. He hasn't done a damn thing. I have faith in Scott Harris. We got to get rid of Maeda, trade Manning.
No.
The guy that pitched the other day, Joey Wentz is fucking garbage, man. Get him in the single A club, man, because he sucks. I have faith.
Wait, a single A day?
We're going to pick up a bat. We're going to pick up a pitcher. We're going to make the wild card. And we're going to shut up all these slanderers and haters on the Detroit Tigers. I love you guys. Great show. And I'm out.
Thanks.
Hey, good call, Krug.
Yeah.
Right to the point. He had words for everybody. But I'm going to continue to say it. What do you want your owner to do? You want him to just open up the pocketbook, get basketball minds in there. That's what he's done.
All right.
It is what it is.
All right. I'm not trading Kenta Maeda.
Yeah.
Dude is here.
Can you swing it this way, please? Please?
Let it ISO.
Because Matthew Kruger, you must have not listened to me, okay? I'm not hating on the Tigers.
Yeah.
I expect more from the Tigers and this organization that considers themselves a top organization with a very storied history. And I'm sick of us meddling in the middle, our owner not doing anything to improve this team. You know what? If he goes out there and makes 2 moves, I will be the happiest in the world. I'll show up in my City Connect jersey that I spent $212 on, and I will be, woo, go Tigers, go Tigers. But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to settle for mediocrity like I've been settling for the last 10 years.
Then you got the nerve to open up premium seating options.
Exactly.
When the
Thank
team
you.
is at this point in their trajectory. I'm with Justin, man. I am.
I'm not going to convince you guys, but there are ways where not making moves is a good move, is a smart move. They're trying to do something different with this team, and it sucks having to be patient. There are guys out there that we want on the team now, but we're thinking long term. That's what they're trying. It might not work. It better work. It might not work. But they're trying to build something long term, which means not making short term decisions.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, when Kerry Carpenter's out for 60 days because of his back injury, we'll see how this team's doing in 60 days without making a move and not doing anything to bring in another bat to bolster this lineup when our best bat is out.
Yeah,
I'm hopeful.
How does one move affect AAA, AA, single A, high A, low A? There are so many levels to a baseball organization. We don't have time to talk about today, but maybe next week we get into this a little bit. I got to throw some trade scenarios at Kool-Aid.
Shout out to Lady James.
Right.
I can't even read what that says.
He ain't lying, too. He enjoying that.
I told y'all, look, walk in. Lady James, anytime, 7 days a week. It's wicked awesome, bro. I'm telling y'all. Let one of their talented hairstylists make you look and feel great.
Don't feel too great, though.
I don't know.
You might not be able to come back. You might get kicked out if you feel it too great. Oh, man.
And Dakota, I torture myself and I watch the Tigers literally almost game. Unless I have something specifically going on during the Tigers game, I am watching. So don't disrespect the time I put into the Tigers. I'm like Neil. I watch almost every game.
Yeah.
Anything else, Justin?
What network do you watch them on, or streaming service?
DirecTV.
Okay.
My dad switched to DirecTV from Dish because he wanted to be able to watch the Tigers.
Damn.
Tell him, not Arn, but tell him.
Mint May wants to know if Lady Janes can handle the big mock.
No. They cannot.
Damn.
They cannot.
Damn. Girls ain't ready, huh?
No way.
Oh, man.
All right, Kool-Aid. Trade scenarios. Pistons.
Let's go.
Pistons acquire Josh Giddey from the Oklahoma City Thunder.
No way.
This is the first question of Peaks and Cheeks.
No.
Right. No
in exchange for Isaiah Stewart in the number 5 overall pick in the 2024 NBA draft. Why not?
I don't want.
No.
Tell me why not.
No.
In exchange for what now?
Isaiah Stewart in the number 5 pick.
No.
For Josh Giddey?
For Josh Giddey.
Look at the chat.
I'll go on a limb. I say yes.
No.
I off the court issues aside, he would help this basketball team.
Miles Bridges.
You guys are talking about bringing in Miles Bridges.
No, I'm not. I said it can't happen.
I hate to say it, I might be with Justin on this.
He makes.
No. Cheeks.
Hey,
me too.
Overage Cheeks.
I'm not mad at
no
it,
charges.
Man.
No charges.
Listen, whatever he doing off the court, he ain't got charged for it.
I got daughters.
No. What did he do?
I got daughters.
Innocent till proven guilty.
He pulled a Karl Malone.
What? I don't even know what all ended up happening, but I know he
pulled
found
a Karl
innocent.
Malone.
No, he wasn't found innocent.
Yeah, he hasn't been charged.
Nobody pressed charges.
So
Everybody backed
innocent
up.
until proven guilty. What he does on the court though is what this team needs though. I can't. Hey man.
2 big guards like that between him and Cade, that'd be electric.
Ew.
It takes the pressure offensively off Cade, bringing the ball up. Another playmaker out there. His 3-point shooting has gotten better. You don't have to give up Jaden Ivey or Sasser.
I'm not doing it.
For only beef stew in the 5th pick?
No.
Yeah. I'm not. Hey, man. He hasn't been charged. That's all I'm saying,
How many of the no's? How many of you guys saying no? Yesterday wanted Miles Bridges on this team.
No,
I said no yesterday.
I did.
No
I said
today.
it. I said it.
Well, you say yes to both, so you're good.
Hey, beggars can't be choosers, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody not clean, man.
We won 14 games last year. We won 14 games last year. Let's bring someone in who can actually help this team win.
I'm not begging Giddey for nothing.
Nothing?
No Diddy.
Okay, how about this play?
No Giddy.
The Gidley.
Hey, players in the chat said P. Giddy.
It is P. Giddy.
P. Giddy.
It is P. Giddy. No.
Man. Hey, man.
All right, how about this player from the Portland Trailblazers? Pistons acquire Anthony Simons for Jaden Ivey and the number 5 overall pick.
That's a little tough. I do like Anthony Simons. I do.
I'll go yes because the shooting's better, and that's what fits better next to Cade than Ivy, in my opinion.
What? Keep going.
The shooting's better. I don't have any more to elaborate. Sorry, chat.
Yeah. You know what?
Bucket for just Ivy in the 5th?
That's a good one, man. That's a good one. I like Jaden Ivey. I like the fact that he wants to be here. I like the fact that Detroit is in his blood.
Yeah.
I do like that, and I do value that, man. It's a little bit tougher. I feel like you can get more for Jaden Ivey in the number 5.
Okay.
Maybe.
Do you think?
But I mean, he is a better fit with Cade. Anthony is. He's a
Yeah,
better fit
from
with
everything
Cade.
we know right now. You got to say
He's a little undersized, but everything he brings offensively, he's a way better fit with Cade.
Yeah. Sheesh.
That's a tough one.
That's a good
tough.
one. That's a good one.
Better than Giddy?
That's a lot better than Giddy.
I'm just saying, man.
There'd be no way you could get
I don't
Simons.
condone that shit either. Hey, man, we had 14 wins. What you want me to do, man?
I'll run it back and get 14 more.
I'm jonesing out here, bro. I'm
And you keep
jonesing.
Ivy and Duran, right? Giddy, Ivy, Duran.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You only getting rid of B. Stewart the 5th pick.
We're getting rid of toughness and bringing in Giddy. Can't do it.
Where's Kevin Hart when you
Not
need
doing it.
Help me.
I do not like Isaiah Stewart's game, so that's an easy trade. That's why that Giddy trade's an easy
I like
trade.
Isaiah Stewart's game. I don't think he should be a starter, but he improved in every capacity.
Yeah.
He proved he is a stretch.
He's just
four.
not a starter. That's it.
He's just not a starter.
Yeah.
I think his usage is just a little bit too much, but I can't really hate on
But
what he
giving up
did
a
last
bench player in the 5th round pick, a 5th overall pick for someone who has that high of a potential, I know you're not even going to be able to sell you. You're such a hard no, but
Aussie.
No.
All right. KG, I'm coming to you first.
What's up?
Tigers.
All right.
Acquire from the Miami Marlins. Shortstop / outfielder.
Chisholm.
Jazz Chisholm.
Hey,
Jazz Chisholm.
Book it.
4. Here's the hard part.
Okay.
4 center fielder Parker Meadows. Starting pitcher Kiter Montero. We just saw him make his big league debut against Skeens.
Got touched up.
And shortstop Kevin McGonigal.
Get rid of him. Get rid of them all. We need immediate help at shortstop. I like Jazz Chisholm a lot. Shout out to Flannel Sam. He hates Jazz Chisholm's guts for whatever reason. But we need immediate help at shortstop. If you get Jazz Chisholm, we have a reason to bench Javi at that point.
The chat family's on board, bro.
Hey, make it happen, man.
You don't look like a Morpheus. You just pulled the plug on all of them. Get rid of all of them.
Red pill all day long. Montero, he got touched the hell up. Parker Meadows, he hasn't been good. He's been good since he got back down to AAA. But get rid of him. And I don't even know the last guy.
McGonigal's hitting 963 OPS right now in the minors.
To me, McGonigal's the key to this, and it's bada bing, bada boom in here. We were talking about this last night.
Why haven't they called him up?
Who, McGonigal?
Is he in AA?
He's in single. He's in low A with Max Clark. He was the number 2 pick last year. The number 2 second round. He was the 37th overall pick. Well. And he is lighting up single A, as we hope he is. But that's you might say Parker Meadows is a key piece of that trade. It probably is McGonigal. That's a Scott Harris draft pick. That's the one that either makes it too much.
Do we have Jazz Chisholm's numbers for this year?
I can find it real quick.
Yeah,
I think he's down a little bit.
So I can make a realistic answer.
Well, he is depressed. He's playing for the Marlins.
I'm on the Jazz Chisholm train, man.
Yeah.
Make
I love Jazz.
Yeah.
I see this last question, and I'm like, ooh, spicy.
The last one, it's coming. So he's hitting just under 250.
Okay.
He's got 8 home runs, 11 stolen bases.
Okay. What's the OPS?
61 strikeouts, 21 walks. I don't have the OP. I don't have the deep stats.
Okay. I mean, those are solid numbers, though. I mean, it's better than Javi.
Facts.
It's way better than Javi. So, yeah, I'm doing the deal, man. Screw it. I'll do the deal. We got Max Clark still. That's all I care about. You do not trade Max Clark at all.
And with Max Clark coming up, maybe that makes Parker Meadows expendable.
Yes.
He is lighting up AAA.
He is.
So we'll probably see him back here soon, but sit on that one.
Okay. Pause.
Hey, yo. Happy Friday.
All right, last one before we get to what's trending with JB Smooth. Lions trade edition. Lions acquire wide receiver.
I like this.
Brandon Ayuk from the 49ers. 4 defensive linemen, John Kaminsky, and a second-round pick next year, 2025.
See that second, though.
Kaminsky and a second-rounder for Ayuk.
Imagine it?
Brandon Ayuk in this offense, though. God.
You'd have to pay him. You'd have to pay
That's
Ayuk.
true. He is hunting for a contract.
Yeah, he wants a contract extension.
And I don't know how much I'm willing to pay for. He would be a wide receiver 3 on this team.
And he wants Amon-Ra St. Brown money. That's what he's holding out in San Francisco for. He wants $30 million.
You may be hindering J-Mo's targets as well, because I really want to give J-Mo that runway to improve. I gotta say no because of the second round pick and what you would have to pay him as a wide receiver 3 on this team.
And I get the point with the J-Mo thing as well, especially with what Dan Campbell and Cole are saying about him and the leap that he might make this year. But, man, when you just think about what this Lions offense could be right away with a Brandon Ayuk.
Oh, my God.
That would be silly.
Him and Amon-Ra St. Brown with J-Mo as your deep threat?
That would be silly.
Dante 151, Ayuk, Brown, and J-Mo would be sick.
That would be crazy.
It's mixed in here. People understand you got to pay him. You got to pay Ayuk.
How bad do you want that Super Bowl? Because that's a Super Bowl. That's an all-in move.
Yep.
That is
like the Rams,
all-in move.
Go all in.
That's an all-in move.
And chase that Super Bowl. That's where my mind is at. It's like, you know what?
That's tough.
Ayuk, 26 years old.
That's tough.
His strengths are his route running in his hands. Like, it would be he could play anywhere on this offense.
And then you would have DPJ as like your 5th receiver. That's so good,
with
bro.
a nice offensive line.
Jesus Christ, that's
a confident Jared Goff.
A great run game.
A great one.
Stop, bro. Oh, my God.
Golly, brother.
For Kaminsky and a second-round pick.
That's
Kaminsky's
tough, bro.
and Chase Hanley, you're right. The 49ers probably don't make this trade.
Yeah.
But They do need some defensive line help. Kaminsky is well respected.
He is.
Maybe they want someone else, but that second round pick.
And I love the commish, but he is expendable. I'm more worried about that second round pick just because of what Brad Holmes can do with that kind of capital. But I mean, like I said, this is a win now type move, though. How much are you willing to risk to go get that Super Bowl?
That's the key for me. If this is about the Super Bowl window, don't you got to do it?
No, because I think if it closes your window just a little bit because of how good Brad Holmes is drafting in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not willing to give up for at least Ayuk, because Ayuk might sit out till he gets a new contract as well, which is another possibility, and I don't want to do that risk. I'd rather trade for a rental that you know is going to be a rental, that's going to be like a 5th, 6th round pick, that's just going to be like, whatever. That's not the biggest deal compared to a second round, where you're still drafting premier talent in the NFL draft in the second round, where I'm not willing to do that.
I think the 1 year Super Bowl window is kind of ridiculous. Like, just to sit here and bring Brandon Ayuk here, that puts so much pressure on this Lions organization to get to the Super Bowl this year, especially if you're going to sit here and extend them and then pay them a lot more than what you want to. No, I don't want to risk that whole thing.
Who says we got to pay him?
And I don't think it just makes it one year window. This Lions team is still this Lions team. You're not sending out, you're not gutting your team to make this happen. And you still got some controllable assets.
Yeah.
I just believe that, like with the Rams, when they say it's time to win a Super Bowl, they went out there and they exposed everything to get the football, to get that Super Bowl, and they left no stone unturned. That's what they did. They surrounded Stafford with everything that he needed, including going out there and getting OBJ, bro. So it's just like, I don't know. If you believe in your squad and you believe this is a piece that could put you over the top, they put the expectation themselves on going out there and winning a Super Bowl. Dan Campbell's he's already stated that. Jared Goff has already stated that.
With the squad that we have now, not with adding any extra pieces that you don't need. Like, develop this team now and see how you can take it. Don't just sit here and just keep adding more and more pieces from other teams that sit here and have done other great things before. No, we are developing something right now here that's different, that's pure, that's unique. So keep with the core that you have.
I don't know, man, because I don't think you got to pay him. If he's on the last year of his deal, he could just be a rental.
He's franchise tag.
He's franchise tag.
So he's like 21.4 mil.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know. Maybe you could convince him if he's unhappy in San Francisco.
I'm out,
Hey, come over here for a year.
If he was on the last year of his deal without the franchise tag, then yes, because you don't have to pay him necessarily.
And Ed O'Neill, I'm not scared. I'm not afraid at all. I just know that this offense is already a top 5 offense that they proved they are last year, and I don't need to waste second-round capital on a 1-year rental. That's stupid, especially when we traded multiple picks in the later rounds this year to move up for our guys, where next year our capital is not necessarily as big as it was.
I don't think it's necessarily stupid, bro. If you're going for a Super Bowl, that's not stupid. And sometimes you got to make those types of moves to put yourself in position to get there. We've seen other teams do it and win Super Bowls. This team said, this is the year, this is our window. They stated that. I'm not going to go and rewrite what they stated. Go out there and meet your expectations. If that puts you in a position to go, that's not stupid on any level.
But on any level. I'd rather give up a 2 for something on this defense. I know what you would rather do, but we're talking about a Super Bowl, though. I know we're talking about a Super Bowl, but I'm not willing to. I don't think Ayuk is worth a second-round pick to this team because we have so many weapons already on the offensive side.
The Super Bowl on this team. It's not about what the second is in the future. It's about what this dude does for your squad today.
My bad. Real quick caveat. Ed O'Neill said in the chat that Ayuk is on his 5th-year option year.
Didn't they franchise him?
I thought they did. But maybe not. I don't know. Ed O'Neill is saying he's on his 5th year. So if that's the case, he could just be a mercenary.
Regardless, he wants a long-term contract. But I thought he was on. Maybe I'm thinking of T. Higgins.
You don't have to be the one to give it to him. You don't have to be the one to give it to him.
Right.
Just bring him in for you.
Eric Allen makes a point. It could be a Laporta, a Branch, a Rakestraw. That's your second-round picks. I
get.
Yeah. No,
I get it.
I'm probably still out, but I understand the logic behind making a move like that. But I'm probably out. I'm probably out on that.
And I get both sides of it as well. This team, like they say, is supposed to already be in position to go out there and win. But us, as we sit back and we look at what we do believe this team can do to put themselves in a position to get over the hump, there are moves that we do believe this team can do to do that. Right now, we're depending on a bunch of unknowns, especially in the wide receiver room. That's a fact. We're dealing with a bunch of unknowns in the wide receiver room.
Yeah.
We have high hopes. I'll sit up here and tell you, I hope and I believe that J-Mo will do great things next season, but it's still an unknown. We don't know what DPJ is going to be next season. We have no idea.
Yeah. You know what you're going to get out of Amon-Ra St. Brown and KALIF. Even if it's 2 or 3 targets a game, you know what you're going to get out of those guys.
And to some effect, J-Mo. To some effect.
Yeah. You know, if you get the ball in his hands, you're going to get some electricity.
He's a touchdown scorer.
Yes.
We know that.
Yes. Before we go to break, Kool-Aid Burn, $5, says the Rams had to win that Super Bowl. Donald was planning to retire. The Lions aren't in that boat yet. Our guys are young.
Yeah.
That is part of it. This is the beginning of the new Lions.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why they pay Brad Holmes a big bucks.
These situations might come up as these years go along and the window gets smaller and smaller. Like, we got to start thinking about stuff like that.
Yes.
It's interesting.
Yes. All right, Kool-Aid.
Yes,
Take a little break. We'll come back. We'll do What's Training with JB and the Feldman mailbag segment.
Let's try. What we got? Swiss?
Swiss.
Now more than ever, it is critical for you to have your insurance reviewed. Swiss Insurance will make sure your carrier is sipping at extra fees. Call Mark at Swiss Insurance today, 313-530-1698. Again, word to Flannel. That number is 313-530-1698. Or visit them online at www.swissins.com and let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
The most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Somebody say merch?
Merch?
Who them kids? You are tired of wearing those same old Detroit sports merch because it is a new era in sports wearables with new designs, amazing apparel, the ultimate swag. Do yourself a favor. Go to woodwardsports.com. Click on that shop tab. We just put out the Boo Them Kids t-shirts. You got to get a couple of them. We got them in black and in gray. So you got to get 2 of them for every single day. You can just keep rocking them over and over again. But let me tell you about the ones we got up here on screen. The Welcome to Detroit sign. You know Kool-Aid has a couple of these in his closet. We got the Detroit Tiger sweatshirt and the Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes election t-shirts, hoodies, and hats as well too. All available at woodwardsports.com. Click on that merch tab, get swagged out, and you know what? You can always wear it
at Soroki's. You want to wear crispy threads at Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza because they're taking over Michigan. They got locations popping up all over Detroit. They're doubling the number of restaurants this year. They're known for their quality, hand-battered, hand-breaded chicken tender sandwiches and New York-style pizza. Be sure to stop in at any mega station near you or go to www.sorokis.com.
Let's go. What up, though? People, welcome back to Wake Up Woodward. Broder.
Yo.
He posted something that got the juices flowing a little bit. Pause.
People are talking. You're on opposite ends of the spectrum. That's why it's like, ugh. And we were just talking about KALIF, Raymond, and DPJ. So it's like, do we really need a receiver? But a guy like Brandon Ayuk is compelling. I get both sides of it.
It's compelling.
It's compelling.
It's a video game GM move.
I can't argue with that.
So was the Rams when they won that Super Bowl. It was video game GM moves. And until somebody can tell me that that's not factual.
What did they give up for OBJ, though?
Look at the whole team. They gave up all their draft picks to make sure they can win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that included a trade for a quarterback when they had to trade 2 or 3 first-round picks to the Lions to get him.
I hear you. And they won a Super Bowl.
They did. They didn't win a Super Bowl. But the trading for OBJ was a later round pick.
For the Tigers, not for the Lions.
No, I'm no.
Okay,
don't be trying to flip that narrative. Don't be trying to flip that narrative on me. No, I'm willing to go all in, just not on Ayuk. Give me an edge rusher. Give me a safety. Give me anyone who's not
second round pick.
Yeah, I give up a second for someone like that who's a more critical position to need. But in terms of our wide receiver room, I'm not willing to do it. Go ahead, brother.
We're way over, but I got to ask you one more quick follow-up question. Is it the money or the trade pick The expected money you have to pay him, or the second rounder that puts you off?
Both. It's both, and it's the fact that I just don't feel like there's a necessity to it. Like when teams make moves to bolster their roster, I feel like there's a necessity to make that position group be elite. I feel like our wide receiver room is elite, and if you believe the JMO hype, there's no reason you should need to bring in Ayuk.
Facts.
And I believe in the JMO hype. And so does Kool-Aid. So I don't know what he's going on about.
Because I've been one who sat on this show and said, keep your units more elite. If you got an opportunity to bring in a wide receiver and take your offense from top 5 to the best in the league during a year where you're saying that you're going to go out there and win a Super Bowl, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Go out there and do work. We sat up here and we bump our guns. Ooh, look at the competition amongst the quarterbacks now. Now all of a sudden there can't be no competition amongst wide receivers because we got to depend on guys that we've never depended on. Skip that. If I can go right now, push the button on something that I know will make my wide receivers the most feared tandem in the league, I'm doing it, especially with Jared Goff as our quarterback. You paid the man. Go out there and give him everything you can. Let that elite unit go out there that couldn't do nothing in the third quarters last year. Do something a little bit more this year. I'm all for it, bro.
I understand, but in Justin's defense, Brad Holmes ain't the F them picks type of GM.
Yup. Thank you, KG.
He's not.
But he is from the Les Snead tree who traded them picks.
Yeah.
And somehow we got to give the Rams credit for rebuilding this fast. Like, I did not expect them to be back here. I thought it was going to be Super Bowl, and they're done. But they somehow plucked Puka and Kobe Turner and all, like.
And I'm supposed to believe that if Brad Holmes doesn't have 1 second-round pick, he's not going to be able to at least do what we see the Rams doing. When, in my opinion, I think he's doing a much better job than what the Rams have been doing.
Then you got to consider they already traded some next year's capital already, though. So losing that second-round pick, that may be kind of crucial to the future, because fifth-year options are way more, or like rookie deals are way more valuable than 1 year of Ayuk. I do agree with Justin on that.
I'm almost rather go make a move like that for a defensive player. For an edge.
And that's what I was saying. But no, I'm scared.
Moving on. JB Smooth MVP. This is his segment.
You're right. I was just saying, we could have kept it rolling. Like,
but I got too much respect for you, JB.
Cook up, bro.
Yeah, let's get it rolling.
All right.
And now it's time for the most electrifying segment on the internet.
We're on mute.
That's fine. You guys can hear me.
Just let you know.
It's a hot mic type of a day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Bizzle.
Let's rock.
Hey, it is a hot mic type of day, and that was a good segment by you guys, man. I didn't even know. I didn't even want you guys to stop, but hey, okay, let's just roll into what's trending right now. KG, I got to show you my new tattoo idea that I'm thinking about getting. Let me know what you think.
All right. Is that John Cena?
Wait.
How cold is that tattoo, man?
I get it.
That's the coldest tattoo I've ever seen.
All right. Seeing the results, that's a dope tattoo, JB.
That's a dope tattoo.
I can't even front. Look at Broder like, what the hell is going on? He don't get it, bro. Broder don't get it.
Is it a white? Is it a glow in the dark?
No. Can't you see it? It's right there.
Hey.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
He got it.
Because he's white.
What are you talking about?
Is it because he's white? So it's like a...
Next topic.
No.
You can't see him.
Is that his saying?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't see me.
You can't
It has nothing to do with skin color.
No.
Not at all.
Oops.
Good job, Broder.
Good job, Dora. Good job. At least you tried. KG, I'm gonna need your help with this one again too. Say it with me.
White people shit.
What?
Oh,
that is vodka. He's pouring on my man's
head.
Is
a lighter?
What?
Multiple?
What?
And look.
Hey, I
look
like
at this ridiculousness.
Oh my god.
What the hell are they doing?
For the love of having hair, you're burning yours off.
What the fuck is that?
That's crazy.
Bro,
That's so irresponsible,
wild,
and you actually have a full head of hair.
Y'all are wild.
That is despicable,
Dog,
JB.
white people be balding like crazy at 20-something anyway. Why would you do this to yourself?
Are they what the fuck?
What?
Are they surprised? Are they surprised that was gonna happen?
I think so. A little bit, yeah.
So what was going on
He
at
put
the
the
end
fire
there?
out on his crotch? Like, I don't understand what the What is that?
Like I said, hey, white people go out and drink and different type of things happen.
I swear.
We go out and drink, hey, we're just going out to have a good time. But that was just wild.
Nobody, and then the group of them, let's set our hair on fire with vodka.
He put the fire out in his homie's crotch though.
Yeah, bro, that's wild.
Why would you ever do that?
That's wild. Broder, answer for this. These are your these are your people. Neil Rule voice. These are your people.
No, there are. You ever seen the Bill Burr skit on wife beaters?
No.
Like there are things that you just don't do.
Yeah.
Like there are bad guys out there. There are guys that slam their head in the cupboard drawer because she didn't dry off the can opener or something. Like the joke was something about like that. There are outliers that are idiots.
I feel you.
Yeah. Like those guys, those men down in their nice basement with their poker table and shit, they're part of that group. I'm with you guys.
Sergeant Curtis Schultz in the chat. No, we do not. I can't confirm that black people do not do the same shit. I can confirm that for a fact. I will speak for all black people on that topic.
And he says, Sergeant Curtis Schultz, idiot isn't a color. Facts.
That's facts.
That's facts.
That is facts.
But
black people, Kool-Aid, have you ever just randomly, hey, I want to set my head on fire with vodka?
No, not at all.
Do you know anybody in your family or friends that would do this?
Not at all.
JB.
I do not know anyone that would do that. I know some friends that would do that, but not in the family. No, I do not. But I will say one thing that we are, and that I know I damn sure are. I am nosy as hell, just like this person.
Is he vacuuming the grass?
What the hell is going
what
on?
is he on?
Is he vacuuming?
He's vacuuming the grass outside, trying to see what's going on with this police car that is across the street. I am this nosy. I will say that.
Damn.
Wow.
Isn't it weird, like, you see an accident or someone, like, you're just you always, like, want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
That's wild, bro.
I am this damn nosy. I will vacuum the sidewalk. What's
That's
going
a
on
whole
over
new
there?
level of nosy, yo.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my God.
I'm look out the blinds nosy. I fake vacuuming nosy.
At
Vacuuming
midnight.
the grass. That's hilarious.
Bro, he vacuumed the crosswalk.
That's some good shit he's smoking. That's some good shit.
My man was vacuuming the crosswalk. And finally, I'll end it on this one. All I can say is don't get McDunked on.
What's up, perritos? It's the most
So we had Wendy's yesterday. We got McDonald's today.
Yes, sir. The McDonald's 12s, man.
jersey that says I'm that guy. And this message goes out to La Wendy, Hack in the Box, Carl's Jr.
Hey, don't come in, Carl's Jr.
The Burger Queen, Charlie, pull up. Come get this. Come get served, homie. Pull up on the drive-thru. Come get McServed.
Come get served. Pull up on the drive-thru.
Golden standards about. You want to get dunked on? You want to get McDunked on like a little chicken nugget that you are? Pull up, dog. Watch the replay.
So taking off in the MiG-13s. The MiG-13s.
Get money.
Oh, man.
And the dunk on it in the sauce. But that's it for what's trending, you guys.
Hey, man. Another classic by JB.
Did he go viral with that?
Yeah, you know he did. You know he did, man.
Hey, marketing these days.
That was epic.
That was McDonald's?
Yeah.
Probably was the cheapest commercial they ever had to put out, and they didn't. That guy did, but probably the most views.
Yeah.
McDonald's has gotten in something.
Yeah,
this world is changing, man.
Have a wedding at Wendy's yesterday, and we got a Hooper today at McDonald's.
Everyone wants things fast: food, weddings, chicken nuggets, all of it, all of it. I just hope when he was dunking that he doesn't get hurt. If he does, maybe he hurts his back.
He could have tweaked something.
Yeah, I know we're really late, but tell him about Dr. Pierce Kool-Aid.
Hey, you know what? I will.
What?
I see what you did.
And then
there.
we tell him about Feldman.
I see. Look, if he would have hurt his back, he could have gone to Dr. Pierce, man.
Yeah.
It's the Woodward Sports Injury Insider with Dr. Jeff Pierce, the medical director of Michigan Sports and Spine Center. Every Tuesday on Big D Energy and every Thursday on Armani and Edwards with Mads. Brought to you by MRI of Southfield, featuring the most advanced imaging and maximum patient comfort for over 20 years. MRIofSouthfield.com.
And then Feldman Chevrolet, the sponsor of this last segment, 1996. They've been driven to deliver a first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. They got 18 locations, so there's got to be one in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the location nearest you and find us, Wake Up Woodward and Big D Energy at Feldman Chevrolet of Novi next Wednesday. We'll be on site. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer and #1 sponsor of our mailbag segment.
Yeah, it's time for the Wake Up Woodward mailbag segment presented by the Feldman Automotive Group.
Let's do it.
I did have one from earlier.
Let
in
it
the show
fly.
that I wanted to make sure we got off Herb Nash. He says mailbag. In 3 to 5 years, do we see Amon-Ra and J-Mo still playing together on this team?
I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Amon-Ra, yes, but J-Mo is still up in question because if he does break out, like you said, the better he plays, the more expensive that price tag is, and we could see a situation where they don't want to spend that kind of money on J-Mo. But I hope so.
Agreed. Ooh. And that will be the only reason keeping you away from keeping him around, unless he like really falls off this year for some reason. But he was a guy that Brad Holmes drafted. Brad Holmes moved up to get. I think if he keeps progressing, they'll re-sign him. Like they want to keep their guys in, especially a guy like James. It's another perfect sample of a drafted player on a different path than St. Brown and Sewell and Goff, who wasn't drafted, but taking care of your own. Taking care of J-Mo, who, you know, up and down the first 2 years with everything that went on. If he turns it around and turns into a star, gotta pay that man.
I feel you.
Pay that man. Ed O'Neill.
That man.
I'm going to read you. You had a super chat earlier that I want to read. It wasn't a question. I actually don't fully understand what you're trying to say, but I know it involves the draft picks of Brad Holmes. He says, Lions have checks, notes, 8 picks. Oh, Lions have checks, notes, 8 picks next year. So I think he was making the case for, yes, it's a second-round pick, but you got 8, so maybe part ways with one of them to get Ayuk.
But you don't. You have a first, and I don't believe you have. If you traded the second, you wouldn't have a second, and I don't think they have a third.
I think you're right.
Yeah, so I think they maybe have 1 4th round. They traded 1 this year. So I don't know, from first round to 4th round.
Interesting. But then Ed O'Neill follows up mailbag. The Lions are in the Super Bowl. They are in the exact same situation as the 2014 Seahawks were in. What is the play call? Oh, so at the goal line, Pete Carroll calls the pass instead of handing off to Marshawn. Lions in the same scenario. What play you calling?
Run the ball. Halfback dive with
Monty.
3 times.
There you go.
Halfback dive with Monty 3 fucking times.
One time they'll run a play action though. One time they'll try to confuse him and get him on it, but it's definitely run the ball with Monty down their throat until
around the
So it's no play action to Taylor Decker.
You say end around the J-Mo at the goal line?
Hey, that'd be electric.
No, it would.
The play action to Taylor?
I don't even think they did.
I was talking about the J-Mo.
When they did that play, I don't even think that was a play. That was like a direct pass. Like he snapped it, he tried to hurry up and fit it in, and then it got picked off. I don't think that was a play action.
Russ Wilson?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a quick pass. I forget who the receiver was, but it was Malcolm
Butler.
No, Malcolm Butler got sat that super. Was it?
No, that was the one. He
was the one before.
He got sat the next one. People were like, "What's going on?"
Yeah,
but he stepped in front, picked that off in the end zone or at the 1.
Yeah,
I still remember that play. It still haunts me.
That is crazy.
Hand it to Demont.
You got Marshawn Lynch, bro. What the hell were you thinking?
That's wild.
You was trying to be the smartest man in the room. You was trying to make Russell Wilson the Super Bowl
like a
MVP.
star.
You're like, that was dumb.
And also they threw it to the part of the field where the most people are. The dead middle of the field, which is like a terrible, terrible situation when you think about the chances you can turn the ball over when there's that many people in the box.
If Beast Mode can't get you 1 yard, you just don't deserve to win that Super Bowl.
You're right.
And at least you know that,
Flat
though.
out.
You've left nothing on the field.
Flat out.
If he's the one that attempts that 3 times in a row and doesn't get it.
Facts. Facts. I got one from Silky Johnson, unless you have another one teed up.
No, go ahead.
All right, I got you. Silky, if you could relocate any professional team in any league, who would you move and where?
Bring the Shock back.
That counts.
Just bring the Shock. You know what? But Seattle Supersonics.
Yes.
There's a lot of culture there. I mean, that's the one that instantly pops to my mind. I actually liked the Vancouver Grizzlies. I liked when they were around. Obviously, now they're the Memphis Grizzlies. But I think the #1 team that just at least pops to my mind, just not our beloved Detroit Shock, it's got to be the Seattle Supersonics.
I got a different one.
Who?
Bring back the Atlanta Thrashers, baby!
Oh my God!
Give me back in the day. D Buff running the A. Let's go.
Anyone else? I was going to go
trying to
Supersonics.
think. Bring back the Houston Oilers, man.
Oh, well,
clean.
They already have the Texans,
I'll
though.
accept that answer.
Yeah, but no, I just like the Oilers logo and
Yeah,
that's all.
their uniforms. That
Yeah.
it's dope.
Ooh, can we bring
Titans
back the
own that?
Vipers?
Ooh.
Can we bring back the
Who, the
Vipers?
Plymouth Vipers?
Detroit Vipers.
I mean,
Or the Rockers.
I was gonna say I remember going to one game when I was really young, and I do think I had a very good time. Especially that logo just looks sick
Yeah,
as
that
hell
logo
too.
was forever sick.
Hey,
Forever.
shout out Rando. He is a jersey of the Thrashers, and then
Expos, Rake,
the Montreal Expos,
the Quebec Nordiques.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. I lost the comment, but the Quebec
That's from
Nordiques.
Rake too.
Oh, it is. All right, bet.
Oh, there's some good ones in here.
Oh, the Plymouth Whalers.
The Plymouth Whalers.
The
That's
Hartford
Plymouth
Whalers.
team. Yeah.
St. Louis Rams, JMO's team growing up. Get the White. Burn just says get the White Sox out of Chicago. Anywhere.
Do you
Send it
remember
anywhere.
the Detroit Arena football team?
Oh, come on. Bring it that back. That'd be so lit. I wasn't
arena
old enough.
football.
I wasn't old enough yet. I want to see arena football so bad.
Arena
Wait,
football
you never-
was crazy
you
back
never
in the
really-
day.
That was
No.
Before his time, man.
Before my time. I missed it. I looked. I tried to find I looked up all the teams and I was like, come on, have a team in Detroit.
Yeah,
That's why I was so hyped when the Panthers came back. 'Cause
Fury.
I was like, all right, at least we got
Fury, yeah.
something.
Yeah, I was like 12 when arena
We
football
might have to
was
get some
popping.
of those videos for What's Trending one day, man.
Yeah, I'll try to look for some. Yeah,
Fury.
I know they're old.
I got another question.
All right, last one.
Chase Amley, mailbag. I think hockey is tougher than baseball. It's not as popular, so people aren't aware of how difficult it is. What are your thoughts, Broder and Justin, on
See
each
Broder
sport?
thinking.
You go first.
All right, because I played both. I played high school baseball, and I still play hockey. And I will say the aspect of skating and having to do everything else makes it more difficult. But at the same time, I'd say it's easier to master stuff in hockey than it is to master things in baseball. Because baseball is such a mechanical dominated sport where your mechanics have to be on such a good level, where hockey, it's kind of a free-for-all on mechanics. You can do a bunch of different ways and have a bunch of different styles, and they still probably work the same. So I'd say hockey in the overall, but mechanically to learn is baseball.
That's a good response. They're such different sports. Like, I don't want to say one's tougher. I think hockey players are some of the toughest athletes in sports.
Yeah.
Like, their toughness is underrated, and their sport is hard. Like, I think hitting a baseball is one of the hardest things to do, but I think a full NHL season and the shifts, like, I'm remembering the last time I played hockey, and I didn't play competitively, but literally like skated and played in a pickup game. I've never been in so much pain the next day. Like, the muscles you use in your legs.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything bad about hockey.
My hip
They're
will
both
never
tough.
recover. My
They're
hip will
both
never
tougher
recover.
than football and basketball players. Well, maybe not football. Lions.
No, hockey is tough.
I
bro.
gotta see those guys.
Played a little bit
That's a good
longer.
question, Chase.
Yeah.
I didn't give you a very clear answer, but I'm not going to. I'll give Stephen A one though. Kool-Aid, take us out. We are over.
Hey, definitely. Hey, we're not 32 minutes over, but you know what? A little bit of overtime never hurt anybody. I know you guys got some overtime a couple times this week, and we appreciate you guys for spending that time with the Wake Up Woodward crew. As always, man, you guys are the most important part of this, and we appreciate the support. Hope you guys have a great weekend as well. Let's break this thing down. Hey, since we got the Pistons stuff on, let's go, man. It's time for us to go on hoop and do some stuff. But shout out to Flannel Sam, the vet of the squad, the fifth member of the starting five. He is going to be on Big D Energy today. Love you, bro. Know you're going to crush it as well. Can't wait to get you back on the Woo crew as well. But shout out to that dude, Justin. 6-man, going for Rookie of the Year as well. You about to take home a couple of awards. I like the discourse today, young Justin. It was dope, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. Confidence is growing every day. Learning from the best, being around it. Love it. Shout out all the Woo crew. You guys are the best. Feeling so welcomed as a part of this crew. And shout out to you guys in chat. You guys showing me love all day today.
Keep
and I
innovating.
appreciate it.
Keep getting better, man. Honestly, keep bringing the takes. Keep bringing the fire. Glad to have you a part of all this.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Definitely. Let's get to this elite, illustrious, wonderful, magnificent booth.
All the adjectives.
In the sound booth, we got Detroit's #1 draft pick. He's on the way for Woodward Sports MVP as well. We got KG, a.k.a. Black Hollywood, a.k.a. Morpheus. Take the red pill. Let's go.
I got to be bald head to be Morpheus, man. Come on, look at me, man. I'm flowing over here. But nah, man, have a great weekend, everybody. Appreciate all the love from earlier this week. John F. and Lord, you in our thoughts and prayers. And yeah, man, we'll see y'all next week. I might bring that shoe on Monday because I just want y'all to see it, man.
Do it.
Definitely. And you know what? Shout out to Woodward Sports' MVP. We going into the weekend. So, man, hey, in the Thitty booth, it is JB Smooth.
What's going on, fellas? Hey, another great show, another great week. Love doing this with you guys every single morning. It wakes me up. I'm just happy to see you guys. KG, once again, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Everyone else, have a very safe weekend. Be safe out there if you're going out to one of these Pride festivals as well, too.
Hey, I got to tell you guys about my guy over here, Matthew Broder. He is our credentialed Tigers and Lions reporter and writer for the network. Does great work always. And he helps to really put together the structure of our shows. We appreciate you and all that you do to help us.
Appreciate it. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe.
All that.
Yeah. And it's your boy, Brandon AK, Detroit Kool-Aid, your credentialed Pistons reporter and writer for the network. And grateful co-host of Wake Up Woodward, man. It's been a great day. It's been a great show. We zoomed through that like goal. So thank you, chat family. We hope you guys have a great day. It's been Wake Up Woodward.
All that with a D.
Hey.